So Tyler has a video. Oh, I just cut you off, and we both said
Well, I mean, you were saying what I was gonna say is I sent a video in the chat that apparently you've seen Hunter, but JD and Harper haven't seen it. And I really, really want to get their first reactions to this on the podcast, and then I'll show everyone what you're watching. Can you guys please watch it?
I got it queued up. Ready, Harper?
Yeah. All right. Let's 3, 2, 1 it, baby.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
And I'll show the.
What the fuck?
Is that a? Oh no!
Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding
Oh my
me?
god!
for those listening on audio, it's a baby being carried through a crowd in Mexico to
they're crowd
Johnson's
surfing
arms.
this baby into the Rock's hands.
Like crowd surfing a bit, like passing a baby.
Yeah, they're
around.
passing.
I was
someone's
so
child.
sure he was gonna eat it, man. I was so sure.
What if he burned it? Like he just went Shazam.
Just had the lightning from when he sold the ticket.
Oh my god!
I did not expect that was going to be another The Rock video.
I know.
I was not expecting
I know,
a Rock
because
video
you
either.
wouldn't think,
Why did you already
like,
watch that, Hunter?
Because
The Rock posted
Because
it.
it's The
And-
Rock.
This is what The Rock says. Rock says, one day I bet she'll inspire all those around her. Dude, just make this movie. Like, be a normal guy about this fucking movie.
He describes in the caption on his Instagram that like he saw the dad from like way far away with tears in his eyes with the baby and just start passing it.
I like how it's like it becomes like a biblical level story of like I knew this baby was the chosen one.
Yeah, because he wrote "Love You Back, Mexico," and the mana is strong. Like he's like this is like some energy shit. Like he's like feeding into her energy. He's insane. I mean, I always liked The Rock. Like, I feel like The Rock has been in my life forever. Because even like when I was a wrestling fan.
Well, you grew up a
baby.
wrestling fan.
You
Yeah,
were that
exactly. I grew up
baby.
a wrestling fan, and it's like, I guess I didn't realize how fucking insane this guy has always been.
Yeah.
Like he's invented words. You know anybody that's invented words? Like you just make up a word and now it's in the dictionary. The Rock did that.
What
He
word?
made
I don't know. I feel like
Jabroni,
he
yeah.
invented those words. He just created them.
don't we
Yeah.
do a lot?
Out of-
Don't we do a lot of that these days?
No, I know, but they're in the dictionary. Like they're recognized words.
What was the first Rock movie you ever watched or like ever remember watching?
127 hours, bringing that joke back.
I
think
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, he's bringing out all the Rock.
My first
movies.
one's gonna be Black Adam.
Fantastic Four.
You've never seen a Rock movie. This is gonna be your first Rock movie.
Yeah.
Also,
actually?
Hunter, just want to give credence to your joke before that no one laughed at. I did think it was funny when you said that Tyler was that baby in that video we just watched.
Well, it's because Tyler
As though
said
Tyler
he's been a part
sent
of
it to
my
us.
life. He said The Rock's been a part of my entire life. I'm like, so were you the baby?
But there's a big like banner in the background that says Black Adam, and you're like, you were that
and this is-
baby.
this
I'm
is-
like,
Bro, Black
a
Adam's
little
been
girl.
around for like 60
the
years.
idea that he's been advertising it for 21
Yeah,
years.
and I didn't even know about it. This is some like retcon to my origin. What is he wearing? He has like a vest, but like joggers on. What is this outfit?
It's like,
The
it's
Rock.
like
He
the
can
shirt
literally
vest,
do
but he doesn't
it.
have. There's no dress shirt underneath.
Yeah, what?
It's just this
What is
nice-
going
He's the
on?
Rock, man. He's the Rock.
What are
Welcome
we
back.
gonna do after this movie?
Yeah.
Like,
Wait
do
for
we
the
just
sequel.
go
Madam
back to
Web,
normal?
like
Wait for
Madam
Black Adam
Web
2.
would be
Wait for
my
Black
guess.
Adam 2. Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to A Hero Story. This is the comic book podcast where we
Oh,
often
yeah.
talk about Black Adam.
You know, I can't wait for Black Adam to come out. Not to actually watch the movie, but so we could stop talking about it on this podcast.
You think
Because-
that'll happen?
You think we'll stop?
No, Hunter needs an intervention, I think, because
I do.
he won't
Yeah.
stop. It's
I do.
broken him.
Can
It
you
has
tell
to
the
Be
people?
quite a, I
Can
It's
you tell
ruined
the
my
people what
personal
you
life.
nearly did on the to
No.
as a joke for the podcast?
No.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to, because if you don't, I will. The people need to know about this because we're concerned.
The people
for you,
deserve
bro.
to know.
Do you want? Okay, so Black Adam's ruined my personal life. Well, almost. Kind of. It kind of has a
My
little
mom
bit.
left.
I wonder if I can get
My
proof
dad
of
is
that,
presumed
actually.
dead. My girlfriend hates me.
she
Wait, all those
does.
things already happened in Hunter's life before Black Adam.
Oh yeah, good point. I've developed a tumor on my. No, never mind. No.
So essentially, I thought it would be really funny. I was like smiling, thinking like, man, when we review Black Adam, this is gonna be such a funny episode. I should shave my head for it so I look like Black Adam. And I was like, that would be so funny. I'll like wear a hood and then I'll like take it off to reveal and everyone will be laughing. It'll be funny. And then like an hour goes by. I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Why did I
What's happened to me?
The Rock might repost you on Twitter for doing that.
That's
He
true.
would,
Dude,
he
that would be
would.
that might
Let's do the like pros and cons of this. Con, you'd be bald, but pro,
Yeah.
The Rock might give you a retweet.
It's true.
No,
He might make a post about you and say like the mana is real.
Jabronis, I'm glad I could
but
inspire.
it'd be like a ton of other people, like a collage and everything. So.
You're like,
Feeling the
I'm
love.
there. I'm in the top left.
But like I'm seeing this movie with my girlfriend, my roommate, and every time my roommate comes upstairs, I'm just like, hey, Black Adam. He's like, yeah. Like, yeah, I know.
He's like, yeah, I gotta move out. I need to mention to you.
It's just like I genuinely think you have changed because of it. Like sometimes you'll type something in the chat and it'll be like, this is Hunter.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, the other day when
The
he said
one last night. The one last
Yeah.
night where I forget what he said, but he made like
it was
some,
the,
like,
it was about
Harvard type
Daredevil.
joke.
It was about
he goes,
Daredevil.
but you bricked up, right? And I was
Yeah,
that's like something
that
I
was
would
like,
say.
That's
Like,
Hunter?
I'm becoming. Well, that's something that Dwayne would say. I'm becoming him.
We're losing you, dude.
I know. I'm sorry. I got to go on tour pretty quick, so you kind of are losing me for the Black Adam tour.
Man.
Actually,
the
I had a
Black
follower. Oh, I forget your name. Oh, he listens to a hero story. He told me that he was traveling to the 2 states that they're doing the world tour for Black Adam, and he's calling it the Black Adam road trip. He's going to both of them as they happen, though, so he'll be at both the red carpets.
Ohio and Arkansas.
It's Arkansas, yes, the two spots that he decides to hit for Black Adam. God,
What the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
Do you
The Black
remember-
Adam premiere.
Do you remember when they lit up every billboard in Times Square?
Yeah,
To announce the release date.
that is
That was
still
like
the
2
best
whole
thing
years
ever.
ago.
Wow.
Something
That
like
wasn't
that.
2 years ago. That was like a year ago. That wasn't even.
I
That
don't-
was the summer
That was not this summer.
because they changed the date from Super Pets.
No, but they didn't do that.
Or the
They
spring,
had done it
I
earlier.
guess. Yeah, the spring.
They had done it earlier though.
It wasn't
Like,
2
they-
years ago.
I don't know, but it was.
Guys,
still
we don't need to
too
talk
much.
about this.
Okay, sorry.
Guys, we don't have to do it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We'll move on. We'll move on.
We can't do Black Adam every week. I still have the same Black Adam gifs in my gallery to put in the thumbnail every fucking week because I know we're going to talk about him.
Like you say gifts, like you have presents.
I still have the
Yes,
same Black
no, I
Adam
am
gift to
giving
give you
He has a
guys.
can of Zoa.
I have
and a
you.
Black Adam
sorry.
toy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll get to it real quick. First, comics of the week for those that just listen to that: Batman, Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. I read Hulk, Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty, and Spider-Man. But news of the week. The first thing I have written down real quick is a little segment that we're going to have on the show for now on until it happens, called JD Zoa update. You haven't got back to me, man.
I went to a second 7-Eleven. Also did not have Zoa.
Should I check my
I'm hunting.
7-Eleven?
Maybe.
Should I also go on the hunt? But then I'm
There's,
doing
like-
this for you. Then I'm
Yeah, then you
wasting my
gotta-
time so you can drink Zoa on the
I'd
podcast.
send you money.
There's like 50 7-Elevens in a 1-mile radius of me, so I'm gonna find it.
And you
but
go to
Jesus.
2 and then give up? It's been 7
Some of
days.
us have to work. Some of us don't work at Best Buy for a living. All right, some of us gotta work. Real job.
Hey, I haven't worked there in 4 months.
Best Buy probably sells Zoa though, right? At like the front.
They it's not in Canada. That's
Not
why
in
I'm getting
Canada,
you
right?
guys.
I've
Yeah.
probably seen Zoa at Best Buy though recently.
You should
So-
go.
But it's not just getting the Zoa. It's getting the Zoa that has the rock on it. That's
And
like a
also
variant
two-
cover.
Yeah, the
Canada.
Black Adam one.
And getting it mailed to Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my
God,
god.
I hate him.
So me or
God, I
Black Adam?
hate him.
A little attack there. Sorry.
Take a trip to every 7-Eleven tomorrow.
whole
It's
road
2 weeks.
trip.
We got 2 weeks. I'm sure we can get there in time. But you have to go soon. Same with Harper. Are you getting yours? What's your plan?
Yeah, how you getting your Zoa?
Huh? Oh, Zoa. I'll figure something out, man. I always figure it out. I'll be
You
fine.
could probably just like
On the Australian
if you
black
pour
market.
like probably
Yeah.
like kerosene and lighter fluid and like maybe a Mountain
Fluid.
Dew into a blender, lighter fluid, and like Mountain Dew into a blender, you probably have Zoa right there.
Have you tried it,
Yeah,
Tyler?
yeah.
No, I haven't tried Zoa.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink energy drinks, but
If
I
I
can't imagine
come
that the
into a
energy
bucket
drink-
of gasoline and drink that,
You're not an
it'd probably
energy
be very
drink
That's
guy,
Zoa.
Tyler. I can see you being that.
Zoa.
No, but if I did drink energy drinks, it would not be Zoa.
That's fair. I guess we'll get into the actual comic book and comic
Wait,
book.
wait. Did you guys mention She-Hulk? It's
Oh
Daredevil
my
She-Hulk.
god, yeah,
It's
that's
Daredevil. This is
that.
this is the Daredevil She-Hulk episode. Fuck
We
the
should
comics.
totally
Gives a
start
fuck.
with that. JD, that's a threat. You can stop.
Okay. If we're gonna start with She-Hulk, I have some setup that I would like to do.
Oh god, here we go.
If it can be sanctioned. No, it's
We're
good
gonna have to
setup. Okay.
censor all the.
Why the hell did Daredevil smile?
The first thing, a female-led show. No, so
Wait,
I've done
no.
my-
He's making a point.
Hear him out, hear him out.
Let's hear him out. I've done my due diligence. It's going well so far. I've done my due
diligence.
I've done my due diligence.
Just say jelly. We know that's what you're trying to say.
I've put in the work. Okay.
Yes.
I spent
the hours to take what's ours.
every hour from after the episode came out last night. Then I went to sleep, and then every hour since I've woke up, I have looked at comment sections. I have read reviews online.
You've been digging into it, huh?
I've looked at aggregate scores across the board. So this is set up for what I'm about to do. It seems, I would say probably 80%. It seems people are very positive on this episode. Even people who aren't super into She-Hulk, the show, seem to be pretty positive on this episode. So in that, I thought, what can I do to make this episode a bit more interesting? And I decided to go on pretty much every right-wing She-Hulk is ruining all media, Daredevil is ruined She-Hulk videos on YouTube I can, and just found some comments that I thought were
great. We're indicative of the audience.
So I'm going to read some. I just want you guys to tell me what you think.
I'm very ready for this.
This first one you guys have seen, but I want to read it for the audience because I think it is the funniest comment I've ever read. So, I love how they integrated the Netflix Daredevil into the film Spider-Verse. It's called No Way Home, but anyway. But they, of course, couldn't something good going before tearing it down in the worst ways possible. Black Adam is a must-see for me. I've been waiting for this since Dwayne mentioned it almost 10 years ago. Then they hint at it with Shazam. I really can't wait to see it. He's one of my all-time favorite villains.
And just anti-hero. Thank you.
How are you?
Also, you've been waiting for 10 years. No, you have not. No, you have not. Absolutely not.
Since Dwayne mentioned it.
This guy was looking forward to it in 2012.
Yeah.
Some of these are just so off track. This is one of my favorites. When do you think Doctor Doom will be introduced in the Marvel movies? P.S. She-Hulk and Rings of Power are abominations against humanity.
What is Rings of Power?
That's just under like the Daredevil, like a video about Daredevil.
Abominations in both of those things.
Which that's true. He is involved.
Saying abomination, look, good wordplay from this guy, so I'll give them that. This one is my favorite because I still don't understand it. She-Hulk is the Batwoman of Captain Marvels. What does that mean?
She-Hulk is the Batwoman of Captain Marvels.
Of Captain Marvels, not of Marvel, of Captain
maybe Captain
Marvel
Shazam?
I feel like you're reading all of my thoughts.
She-Hulk is the Batwoman.
Wait, JD, can you
Captain
describe
Marvel.
that?
This is JD's diary.
You're just naming 3 characters.
Is the Batwoman?
It doesn't matter.
of
Sometimes you don't
Captain
got like
Marvels?
you should know a thing or two about this, Hunter. Like sometimes you just type something up and hit send. You don't actually read it.
Yeah.
Is he saying that like She-Hulk is like as bad as Batwoman and comparative to Captain Marvel?
She-Hulk is the Batwoman of Captain Marvels.
So Captain Marvel is the top of his food chain as far as female-led superheroes go.
So maybe he
or
likes
superhero
Captain
movies.
Marvel.
And then Batwoman is also terrible, but She-Hulk is the Batwoman because it's an MCU thing.
Just say I think this is shit.
Yeah, I think this is trash.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
All right. Netflix Daredevil. At this point, I'd rather see Ben Affleck's Daredevil. At this point, I'm glad he added that in twice, so we definitely knew that he meant at this point.
That's nice, yeah.
Well, because I thought you meant like earlier.
This guy got real upset by people saying that toxic men shouldn't watch the show. So he said, personally, as a toxic man, when they told me to F off, I went to watch My Hero Academia, One Punch Man, OG, TMNT, and Earthworm Jim.
What did he prove? Who did he prove? What did he prove to anybody?
This guy spit for real.
So he said,
Hear him out.
personally, I didn't
anime.
like this, so I went to watch anime and 80s
He's out of line, but
cartoons.
he's right.
Oh my
Earthworm
God.
Jim, like, where does that come from?
And he said original TMNT, so he must have like
No
grown up in the
idea.
80s. I guess.
This one I just thought was one of the more insane things, because I think even the people that watch these kind of videos don't like this guy, but someone just said they should make Andrew Tate Daredevil from now on. What does that mean? What does that mean? you want
I thought they didn't want
be
these
like
characters
a
to
bald
twerk.
incel. Like, what?
I thought they didn't want Daredevil to twerk because Andrew Tate was busting it down in those videos one time.
He was busting it down.
Yeah,
wasn't
so
he?
I thought that's what they didn't want. They complained enough when She-Hulk did it.
But you know, I think this episode it's interesting. YouTube comments have been more favorable than I expected.
Yeah, I was a bit. It was like there was a calm before the storm. I felt where I was like, oh God, I hope the world doesn't like end because he says a joke. But
Yeah.
everyone seems to be okay with it, so I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
For the most
Twitter,
part.
I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
Twitter is very.
Cool.
Holy shit! Hello, dog. Twitter was obviously very happy with it. Instagram seems happy with it. YouTube was the one where I was like, oh, "Fuck, here we go." But it's mainly just those commentary channels that go, Obi-Wan Kenobi ruined Star Wars. That are, not liking it.
Yeah.
So not surprised there. Yeah, but anyway, I've been waiting for Black Adam for 10 years. Let's talk about She-Hulk.
It was good.
It was
He
phenomenal.
It was. I was not ready like to see him flipping around like Daredevil. Like that was something
Yeah.
he just never had,
Yeah.
But it's like such a big part of his character, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like
He's
this,
acrobatic.
this show has a budget,
Yeah.
I was not
mean, it's-
expecting it to be a really good episode. I was expecting a
You weren't.
She-Hulk episode that had some cool Daredevil stuff, but at the end of it, I would come away and go, oh yeah, but it was like the best episode of the series, just in general. Like,
yeah.
she looked the best she has in this series. It was
Mhm.
the least
CGI
like,
was good.
I mean, I guess it benefits from the fact that it's like the penultimate episode, so it feels like, all right, we're finally getting to something. And it was
Mhm.
like a cool teamer. It just felt the most interesting.
It was. I mean, everything he said just felt right. Like it didn't
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like anything was different. Like he just slipped back into the Daredevil like persona, and it was like he had never missed a step. You know?
Yeah, and
yeah. I
he's-
mean, he's just
He's unreal. I mean, it's like it's so lucky that he was the choice, like because he
Yes.
was perfect. I guess it sounds
Mhm.
lucky. Like they knew what they were doing when they cast him, and he's just beyond perfect for Daredevil.
Mhm.
that was
And
like the thing I
it's-
sent. I was just like, I can't believe like how good he is. He's just so good.
It feels
Yeah,
like
and-
just after season 3, like he's
Yeah, and
happy.
he can fit into
Yeah.
all these different tones. Like he can act like this Daredevil, but he can also act like the dark and grim Daredevil.
Mhm. He
I mean-
mentions us when talking about maybe
Yeah.
Foggy.
I
and
was really
Aaron.
hoping he would
Like,
say Foggy. I don't know
I was
why I was
hoping
hoping
too.
that, but
I
Hell's
was
Kitchen.
too,
He
I
did
just-
say Hell's Kitchen. I know that's like a place and it's not, anything, but I was still like Hell's Kitchen.
And
Like,
it
fuck
It
yeah.
feels
Theme.
more and
You
more
have the
like they're
theme.
yes,
They
they
did-
had the theme. That was
Dude.
that nearly brought me to tears.
Same. Because it's kind of like in Captain Marvel when they said like mutation.
Ms. Marvel.
Like, or Miss Marvel, sorry, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's very
Captain
similar to
Marvel's-
that. And
Yeah. Do you mean She-Hulk, the Batwoman of
yeah,
Captain
of
Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Yeah.
Now we know who wrote this. It was Hunter.
Oh shit, man. But
It doesn't
I,
mean that's going to be his theme, though. They're going to bring it
I
back
hope
to
so.
the show.
Yeah, I feel like
I like his
Daredevil
theme
board,
in
we'll
this
hear it
show.
again.
I like his.
Oh, like in the hallway when.
Well,
In the
it's like, I
hallway,
mean, it's
because they gave him another
Oh,
hallway fight. It's like
dude,
they knew. They knew what they had
dude,
to. It's like they
dude.
knew. They knew
Literally-
what they had to do.
as soon as I saw the shot of the hallway, like I was.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh my god, there's a hallway. Oh, please tell me there's a hallway fight. Please tell me there's a hallway
That
fight.
was my reaction too.
Is there a hallway fight?
I was in
I think there's gonna be a
disbelief.
hallway
It's
fight.
gonna be hallway.
Did you send that to our chat?
Hallway fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me going. Is there?
I opened that
there
at
is,
like
there
4
is.
this morning, and I accidentally clicked on that audio message. And I was like,
Sorry.
"What the hell is he talking about?"
I was
JD,
just
did you
talking about
watch it?
me.
Yeah, he's talking about his school, what he's teaching. Is there gonna be a hallway
mean,
fight?
There's a hallway. Oh my god, there's a hallway.
JD, the good thing is this isn't like a spoiler. I mean, it's the Daredevil episode. You like, there's nothing to spoil. It's just a cool episode of television.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
not
wanna
like
go
there's
through
any
it?
big revelations. Yeah, of course we're going to go through it. This is the Daredevil. I've already started the thumbnail where it says She-Hulk destroys Daredevil.
I'd like to point out that a friend of the show, Robert Reese, messaged me and said
Yes.
that Harper will 100% be the one who brings up the.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the 4th time I've done it. I just fully punched my microphone off the desk.
You do this.
gets
every
mad,
I'm
episode.
really
easily.
sorry. I really
problem.
did.
Because
I
you
don't
interrupted
mean-
him, JD.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.
I just
Oh
wanted
my
to point out that Robert messaged me saying that Harper will 1000% be the one who brings up Daredevil because what else is he going to want to talk about? And he said that Hunter's going to go on and on about how that's Happy and Wade's run, and I've read Wade's run.
He's
What else is he going to
right.
bring up? And he
I
said
already
that,
did a 10
and he said that
post
Tyler's
on
going to
it.
be Tyler's going to tell all the angry people that he's not like Dark Knight Batman to go cry about it. So yeah, he's pretty accurate so far.
That's pretty accurate, yeah.
I like you could just you could AI generate an episode of this show.
Yeah.
It's at this point, yeah. Black Adam intro.
Black Adam
Daredevil
intro
tangent.
punches Mike.
Yeah.
I'm really
Daredevil
sick
calls
of.
Harper
I'm
Hunter.
genuinely like sick of punching this microphone. That
Stop doing
hurt,
it.
and I did not
Yeah, you
mean
do
to.
it every
do
episode.
Did it stop?
I don't want to, but if I put the microphone,
You don't
here,
want to stop punching
it's
on
too-
Mike.
It's too quiet. Well, I don't mean to, but that one, like, I fully punched it off of my desk, and it's.
We might need to make a compilation for the Hero Story Instagram account. Just punching the mic.
It's like 50 minutes. So, Harper, you want to just
Yes.
go through the episode? You want to be the narrator here? How does it
Okay.
start? For
Exterior.
JD, because JD
Walmart.
doesn't. He's not a
wait,
fan of.
Oh, tell me a
exterior,
bedtime
nice.
story, Mr. Harper.
Walmart rip-off parking lot. 2 thugs. They're
Mhm.
they're wheeling and dealing some shit out of a van.
Talking about a TV.
We see a mysterious figure quickly move past the screen. We all clench our fists and our assholes in preparation
Mhm.
of Charlie
already
Cox's
clenched.
return. In the
You weren't
Daredevil
even
suit.
watching.
We see
We just knew cosmically he
we
knew.
see the mysterious figure land on top of the van, and it is our favorite Marvel character, Leapfrog.
Leapfrog.
Who
Here's the
was
thing:
actually
Leapfrog
I
has a
was-
history on this podcast as well.
He
Like
does.
we've gone on record saying we like Leapfrog.
It's
So,
interesting that he
This
was
is not only
Leapfrog
the
and
this is not
Frog
only the
Man.
Daredevil episode. This is the Leapfrog episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the yes. Leapfrog does fucking nothing, flies into the air, jet boots explode. Title card. She-Hulk,
Attorney at law.
interior, lawyer building, still
Mhm.
twerking. No, that's not in this episode.
Hasn't stopped.
No, so basically what happens is that we have Leapfrog. Leapfrog's jet boots explode, and he's got an issue with that because he bought his costume from Luke Jacobson, the same person who made Daredevil's new suit and who made She-Hulk's super suit. And she goes to She-Hulk's law firm and is like, I want to get some money from this fuck because he fucked up my suit. And She-Hulk's like, I don't really want to do that because I like this guy and he makes me cool clothes. And then her boss, being the dickhead that he is every week for just like no reason seemingly,
I
is like,
know.
you're gonna take the case. And so she does. She goes and sees Luke Jacobson. He calls her a, what does he call her?
I don't like
a greasy hippo
yeah,
or something.
oh, yeah, something like that. And he rips the dress.
Yep.
It's
Um,
basically
He's kind
she-
of fun. I like him.
She's forced to take the case and
Yes.
essentially sue the tailor because Leapfrog's dad is rich and uses
Yes.
the attorney or I guess the law division a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
because now his son needs some of the money or is giving the money, they're just like, yeah, you have to take this because
So She-Hulk is repping Leapfrog. Luke Jacobson seemingly repping himself in the courtroom. Oh, courtroom scene. What's going to happen next? We all know what's going to happen. Luke Jacobson says, I'm not representing myself. I'm not a moron. Who walks through the door? Matt Murdock walks through the door and proceeds to give maybe his
trounce her.
best courtroom like scene
Entrance
like,
ever.
yet. Absolutely demolishes poor
He
She-Hulk, which
killed
I'm
her.
sure
I
all
mean-
like those
Yeah.
people on YouTube that don't like She-Hulk would have loved that moment because he really schools her in the courtroom.
Because he just says actual lawyer words is the thing.
Yes, yes.
Like he actually just says terms, and she's like, "Shit." Like,
It's
but
great
then
too.
you know
We
those
learn the
terms?
Sokovia
He
Accords
does-
have been repealed and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Daredevil
cool.
Talks
He
about
would've been
Sokovia
Team Cap.
Accords.
That was cool. That was weird, man. Just to
Yeah.
hear him say the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah,
If I
liked
showed
it,
you that
though.
clip in like 2015, 2016, you'd be like,
We wouldn't know
Yeah.
what the Sokovia Accords were at that point.
Yeah,
Alright, 2016,
so we would
what's
be
up,
like,
you know,
what?
jackass.
Yeah, what?
Watching it
Is
just
this
after
from
Age of
season
Ultron.
2 or
I meant 2016, goddammit.
this from season 3 then?
Do you remember when Infinity War came out and people were like, "How's Daredevil going to deal with the snap?" It's like,
Yeah.
guys, they were never going to deal with the snap in Daredevil. Can
Yeah.
you imagine half the characters are dead in Daredevil season 3? Fuck, like that would have been insane.
People forgot that you can just set things before other things happen.
Yeah.
Like
You don't have to mention other things. I can't wait
Matt,
to hear
deal
him
with
say Thanos though, because everyone says it apparently. Like everyone has said the name Thanos. He's got to say it.
Matt
sure he
essentially
knows.
uses his powers a little bit in the court, but he kind of detects something wrong with the boots because Leapfrog actually brings it out on the table and is like, what kind of fluid we're using in that? And Leapfrog very clearly shows off. And she's like, yeah, well, jet fuel, you know how it is. And Harper, you want to?
Luke Jacobson loses his fucking mind and goes,
Yeah.
"That's not what I specified, you dumb motherfucker." And Matt Murdock, and then Leapfrog dude is like, "I mean, no." And Matt goes, "Your Honor, he's lying. Don't ask me how." And then the judge goes, "Yeah, we can all fucking tell he's lying."
That line was,
which I thought was very funny. Because Matt's like, "Don't ask me how." It's like we can.
Don't ask me how I know. It's like he's
Yeah.
So
clearly,
they throw out the case.
everyone knows he's lying.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then we cut to maybe the best scene in the episode. Jen and Matt just talking at the bar and just talking about shit.
He made
and
a
getting
good
real
blind
with shit.
joke too. I'm
He
wearing
did make a
pants,
good
right?
blind joke. Yeah, I'm wearing pants. Yeah, I said wearing pants. Fucking
pants.
hell. Good Lord.
I'm wearing plants, right? You're not. What?
No,
What? This is it's just so good. This was the best. I think this might be my favorite scene in the show. It's just two people sitting at a bar talking and like really breaking it down and talking about what things mean in this world. It just feels so good.
Matt actually gives her really good advice that Jen like needed to
He just-
hear
'Cause
about
he's a
balancing.
superhero.
Yeah,
'Cause he's like,
superhero personal
oh,
lifestyle.
He's like, because he just actually feels like a superhero. Like Daredevil on Netflix was great, but he was like a vigilante,
Yeah.
stalking the streets. But
He had a
here he's
lot to
like
go through. Yeah.
Daredevil, the swashbuckler. Like it's so much fun to see him be like an actual superhero.
It
And
fits
I-
so perfectly. Like Daredevil season 3 ending the way it did to lead into
Mhm.
to go from that arc of him being like, I want to fucking die, to the end of that show being like,
I'm either
"Maybe
gonna
not,"
kill a
and then
guy
to
or I'm
the-
gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah, like one or the other. Like,
But even with the
this
superhero thing,
works
like
so
in the
well.
court, Matt was saying the word superhero many times. Like he's a
Yeah.
superhero. This is a superhero thing. It's like that's so cool to hear Matt Murdock just say that word. 'Cause I don't think it's ever
Mhm.
mentioned in the Daredevil show.
but it's so good too, because like his entire speech about like, some heroes don't want to reveal their identity because people know their identity. It'll put the people that they care about in danger, because of this life that they didn't choose. I'm like, this is the
'Cause he
Netflix.
knows.
This
Yeah.
is the same
he's been
shit. Like,
through
this
it.
is what they covered. Yeah, this is it. This was his whole thing in that series, not wanting to tell people because he didn't want them to get hurt. It feels so fluid. It feels so right. Like he didn't show up and he was just like, I was going to say he doesn't go, well, I'm Daredevil, but like, he literally does do that, doesn't he? But it's not. There was never a point where I went, oh God, this feels really quiet. Like when they released that clip and Daredevil goes, my ass remains unwhooped. I'm like, that is the most like normal that people were like, oh, you can't believe you said that. I'm like, that's not that
Yeah, that's
bizarre.
something
Like,
Daredevil would say.
yeah, that does.
Like,
That didn't
especially
feel
'cause she
weird
said
at
it
all. That
first,
felt
you know?
right. Yes,
Like,
like
he's
he's
just
kind of
making
like
fun of her.
flirting too.
he's being
you
a
could tell.
smart.
Yeah.
He's not
Yeah, because he
being
knows she's
goofy,
Jennifer
being a
Walters.
smartass.
Like,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
knows that's not a villain that he's fighting.
yeah,
yeah, like
he's flirting, Which is again
So-
another thing that Daredevil does a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah.
which was
Yeah,
good to
well,
see.
but that, like it just fits so well. Our next part is, I mean, we'll skip over that Tony Stark incel guy that has the conversation with her.
That guy's unreal, dude.
The dude who's like, I
He's like,
collect lots of
he's like
African
Wakanda
shit.
forever, and she's like, please stop. That makes me
Yeah, that was. She's like,
uncomfortable."
I'm so uncomfortable. That
I
was
thought
very,
of
that was
JD when
funny.
he
I'll
did
give him- It was very funny.
that.
He even does like that,
Yeah.
the Wakandan accent.
Yeah,
and,
I
like,
guess
really
JD,
more.
there's a very white guy in this who he's bragging that he got a Wakandan spear through an auction, and he does that. He goes, "Wakanda forever, am I right?" Like in a restaurant, not he's not yelling it, but it's like he's trying to get people to look.
It's
that guy's the
loud
worst
enough to
character,
be
man.
very uncomfortable.
Because he's a
even as an
She-Hulk
audience member.
fetish.
Yeah,
What a weird character.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's the villain.
I like
He's
this
the
character.
I also
I
like
vote for these.
I like how much she interacted with the camera and the audience this episode. I thought that was fun. Like this was the most fourth wall breaks, but it felt like
It was.
she was having fun.
Sometimes it does feel very like, I guess I'm so used to fourth wall breaking, like talking, like at the end of the episode where she goes, wait, is next week the finale? That felt more, but the one where she turns to the camera, she's like, I'm not the only one feeling this, am I right? I'm like, yeah, that felt like, I don't know, be from Friends or something. Like, it was very like, okay,
Like Saved by the
yeah.
Bell, yeah.
Yeah, it was very like, okay, yeah.
The last fourth wall break was really good when she's in like more the monster.
Oh, that
she
was
looks
good, yeah.
directly into the camera.
And
And
it's
that
There was
just,
another
like,
one there though. I thought that was kind of funny where the camera is panning on everyone's like face on the stage, and then She-Hulk is like looking down at it. She's like, look up, like at the
Yeah,
camera.
and she like
And
winks.
she's like, look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, this episode also kind of brought out the best of her character, where like she was the most. I mean, it's probably because of Daredevil, but she was the most likable and enjoyable, like bouncing off of him.
Yeah.
You know,
I also think we spent a lot of time with her as Jen as well. And I think her just when she's not CGI'd up, we connect with her a lot more. Like I like
she
her
doesn't
a lot
look
more.
like this uncanny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncanny thing. That's what they should have called the show.
It's true though.
Uncanny
Attorney Law.
Attorney at law. Anyway, next scene, Leapfrog is driving his whatever car. Daredevil's on top of it. Then we have
Green
a little
car.
fight scene. Fight scene's okay, except for the part where She-Hulk like throws someone's car. Like really,
Yeah,
she's really
she's gonna
trying to
too.
kill
She
Daredevil.
was gonna,
Like,
I thought that was weird.
He throws a car
that
in
was
his head.
really weird. That was
It's gonna.
really
She wanted it to like land on him.
Yeah,
Which what was the plan there, She-Hulk?
Yeah, that was.
You're a
that was
lawyer.
weird.
You know you can't murder people.
and like,
like that-
property damage.
Yeah,
too.
property,
Yeah.
like all of it. Like
She broke
yeah.
at the top of a parkade. Like she's trying to kill him.
It was very weird how, but maybe is that supposed to be foreshadowing the end where she is losing control a little bit? I don't know.
But she's like,
if
she's
they cover that in the
confident
next
in it, too.
episode, like that becomes part of it. It's like not only did you punch the projector and ruin the
Oh,
gala place,
that would be
but you
fun. But that's
destroyed-
also like, isn't that what they did in Seinfeld? That's like the last episode of Seinfeld where they all go to
Seinfeld threw
trial
a
for the
car?
things. No, but it's the last episode of Seinfeld. is
Seinfeld
they all-
ruined Daredevil.
They all go to trial for things they've done throughout the entire series. I'm saying if the last episode of She-Hulk is like, you did this in episode 2 and this in episode 3 and this in episode 4, and it was all fucked up and she gets like sued by the people, that'd be
She
kinda
goes to jail. She's just not
That's
the
how the show
MCU
ends,
anymore.
fun.
She's
just
like
in
a
jail from
cameo
now
on Thunderbolts, and that's it.
What if she just stays like savage? It's
Oh,
permanent.
Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
They go over that run. But yeah, so the fight scene, but it ends by she rips basically Daredevil's mask off and sees that it's Matt. And
He's
her
like,
immediate reaction is funny. She's like, "Are you pretending to be blind? Because that'd be really problematic."
Problematic. He's like, no, I'm fucking blind.
I'm actually blind, bro.
Yeah, and then and describes what it's like. We get our first Echo reference because She-Hulk says,
Echolocation.
"Oh, like echolocation." Then she looks at the camera and goes, "Stream Echo on Disney Plus 2023," which I thought was a little bit on the nose.
I didn't think it was on the nose enough, to be honest. 'cause I
Oh,
didn't get it.
okay. They should have put a 4-minute trailer in the
I
middle.
didn't get it.
of this
Yeah.
It's just a
I really like the part where like Daredevil's like, oh, you're persistent or whatever, and then she goes to swing and he just like drops flat on the ground, rolls and
I
runs
like
off.
that,
Like, it was
yeah.
so
I
cool.
like that because he wasn't trying to fight her; he was just trying to run. Like it
He
is
was
interesting
trying
to
to
just
just
see
catch
him
up, yeah.
just like be athletic and move like Daredevil. Like it was. I mean, it's a bit like Ben Affleck adjacent, but it
Some
was
of it
fun.
like it was mostly not that. Like when he jumps off the building and swings through, I thought that was fine. It's mainly just the part where he jumps off the rocks when she smashes the parking lot. I'm like, physics, man. Like there's no way
Yeah,
that
but
you
who
just
cares, though?
Legolas.
he was
and
like
the
that. It was like
Hobbit.
Legolas, yeah, with the fleet of foot or whatever, like just
Battle of
I'm
Five
sorry.
Armies. Yeah,
Yeah, like
little
okay,
bit,
but you know,
little bit.
it wasn't, and especially later in the episode. I mean, it's a lot of practical shit, and that's what I like to see. It wasn't a lot of CGI.
It was just that one. It was
Um,
just when he fights She-Hulk. Really, that's the only
Yeah.
CGI.
What's our next part? On the rooftop, talking about goons versus thugs or whatever.
It's just good to see that guy smile, man. He was smiling
It is.
so much. He was
He was liking
I
it.
just he was
No,
he
the
was enjoying doing Daredevil stuff.
This
you
was
know?
like his first time teaming up with another hero besides Elektra, who tries to kill people, or
Besides
Punisher,
the
who tries to kill
Defenders,
people.
like the
I mean, there was a
Defenders,
whole
bro.
show
It was
Oh,
a
about
yeah.
team of superheroes.
I forgot about those guys.
whole fucking
Listen,
show
they weren't
dedicated to
much of superheroes to write home about. Like
Yeah,
he had
they-
to team up with Iron
He
Fist,
was
but
like, in that Daredevil was doing one in like an actual suit,
yeah.
and everyone else they're called Luke
They're all
Cage, and they call
Fist.
Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. He calls himself Iron Fist, but they all call him Danny Rand.
and that's not even a real name.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I like the part where I like where She-Hulk's like, well, why didn't you just tell me that? And Matt's just like, well, why didn't you fucking say it? Like, really, he's like,
Oh, yeah.
go back. He's like, he literally puts his arms up, goes, well, why did you
Who did
start
you
fucking
fucking-
throwing cars at me and shit? Like,
Oh yeah, because
And then
he's
obviously
just
we
like, I'm
get
trying
the-
to track Leapfrog down because he's
Yeah.
like he kidnapped
he
the tailor.
kidnapped Luke Jacob. Yeah,
and-
Swish said
yeah.
that.
Then she's like, well, why do you say that? Well, why do you stop throwing cars at me?
And that's when
Well,
we
there you
get
go.
our, are you a superhero? Like the gold Daredevil, the gold devil, and then you hear the do 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 in the background, and I shit and cried and cummed at all of it. It was amazing.
I had
It
to
was
like
the best
I genuinely had to like adjust my ears to be like, okay, I am hearing the theme.
hearing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that for me was somehow the strongest hint that like, oh, it's canon. Like I don't know, like that was for me. I was like, oh, maybe.
I think it's
maybe.
canon. Yeah. And he
You
goes,
never know.
I'm Daredevil.
Yeah,
He did say
And
that
she's
kind of.
like,
he said that like Star Lord, which I thought was
Yeah.
funny.
yes, yeah.
It's like I'm Daredevil. I mean, why would she have heard of you though? You
Yeah,
survey like a
that's a good point.
6-block radius in New York.
That was the most like Daredevil comic book. That's a like in Mark Waid's Daredevil. No, but like that is the thing that
please
felt
go
the
full
most
Hunter
like
here.
that does feel like something he'd be like, I'm Daredevil, and they're like, who is like really like you surely heard of me.
Dragon
It's
Bones under
some
New
boy.
York. They're like, what
No,
the
yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
You
I
know when
would've-
that
I would've-
building fell in New York? I was under that.
that building fell on me.
It wasn't reported or anything, but it fell on me. Probably heard of it.
You see, you have
Midland
Netflix.
Circle?
Like I
Yeah.
have a show on there.
Kingpin goes to
Um,
jail. I didn't stick around
Mhm.
for the press though. I didn't want any pictures of me or my name out there.
Did you
but-
see Hawkeye? He's back. So am I.
But yeah, but she could have been like, Matt, I googled you. You're dead. Like, you died. Yeah.
You got crushed
Yeah,
by a
you died.
fucking building.
You died when a building fell on you.
How did
Yeah,
you
it's
survive
fine.
that? Oh, I swam out of it.
Yeah.
Swam.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
That's
I
what he
got shit
did.
out of
That
a
is what he
pipe.
did.
Yeah.
Went through this like sewer gate.
I've always thought that was interesting that they were not only like they were fully underground, then a building collapsed, then he was in water and somehow floated to like a drainage pipe, and that was the
Yeah,
start
I-
of season 3. How did he survive that?
I mean, that whole Defenders thing where it's like people say, oh, Daredevil doesn't belong in the MCU because it's too wacky, but it's like they went from him fighting goons
Yeah.
in alleyways or
They went from
hallways.
him throwing a microwave
And then
at
there's
some guys in
Dragon
hallways.
Bones that are the
It's my
foundation
favorite
of
scene.
Manhattan.
Yeah,
Dragon Bones. Yeah.
That's a good
The
point.
Dragon
All in
Bones
like
is my
a
favorite
span
part.
of technically 3 seasons or so.
Have I ever told you guys my favorite part of Defenders?
Netflix talk. Here we go.
Okay, no, there's just one scene where Stick is talking to Luke Cage, and like Luke is walking off, and Stick goes, "So I hear you went to prison," and like you see Luke Cage turn around, and his ass cheeks like clench up for some reason, and it's the funniest. Like you see it so. I don't know why, but every time I see it, I'm like, "That's so." I hear you've been to prison, and his ass is just like, just watch it. It is very funny.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna find
I'm not gonna
that.
watch that.
But I'm like, was that an acting choice from Mike Coulter? Was he like, oh, I'll clench up like I don't want to talk about it, but it's just his ass because you can only see the back of him, and then he slowly turns around and looks at Stick. It's very weird.
That was your
Even, like,
Stick
the part where he's
impression,
like-
though?
He's got a toned bum. What?
That was your Stick impression was just like, I don't know. It was mid.
Okay. I think you're mid.
I know.
Aspiring voice actor.
Stick more
Harper
like
and
mid.
Oh,
Skin
come
was
on.
like-
No. You have to do me
Mid-
like that. All right, I'll do my best Stick impression.
Go.
Out of the damn way. No.
What?
Right. So thugs versus goons. They're talking about it. They're saying there's a different. What does Daredevil say? That thugs care about the cause or whatever, and goons are just there for the money.
Essentially, but they
Mhm.
mostly talk about his powers, how they work, because he's like, there's 10
Mm.
heartbeats in there.
Yeah.
He's like, how do you count
Harper's in
heartbeats? He's
there.
like, I count yours too. And she kind of leans in a little bit and
She's
then, like,
like,
snaps out of it
"Nah."
because she's like, nah, I can't shave my head for Black Adam. So she
Yeah.
snaps out of it, turns around.
Oh man, they're flirting. It's so good. I can hear yours. And then she's like, no, you can't. I'm healthy. I'm fine. She says, I'm healthy.
Because you hear the heartbeat too, and it starts to like accelerate a little bit. So she and she even breaks the rule. She says, I'm really into this guy.
We all were.
It's good
Jen.
stuff.
We all were.
Yeah, we all. This is
Yeah.
where we
that
get
heartbeat
our
was my
Matt
heartbeat.
swings off the building.
Yeah, that was the audience. Yeah, the collective
Matt
audience.
swings off the
heartbeat.
building. Jen goes, okay, that was pretty cool. And then we get the scene that I just couldn't believe. As
Hallway
soon as
fight.
I saw the
Hallway
shot of that
fight,
hallway,
yeah.
I was like, no.
Not in one
fucking
take, so they did
way.
ruin Daredevil, but
Yes, yeah. Well, of course.
They,
but
yeah, well, yeah.
we are, but like,
he
you know,
uses,
there is
like,
a
the
decent,
sticks, and
it's
he
not
has,
the
like, a
best
chain
hallway fight.
attached, like,
Yes. Oh, dude, the Billy Club with the string. It's fucking so good.
yeah.
Pretty good fight. We have the joke sort of ending to it where you think there's going to be more, and then Jen just comes in and just
She
crushes all those
crushes
guys.
them. She
Those
murders
guys
those
are definitely
guys.
dead. Daredevil doesn't
She's
say a word
She-Hulk
about that.
smash, and he's like,
He's just like, fucking hell. Okay. I thought that was fine. Some people I saw being like, oh man, they should have done more of that. I'm like, it's a 30-minute She-Hulk episode. We weren't going to
Yeah.
get like the prison scene again because we know they weren't filming at Tyler's house.
yeah, I was gonna
this
say,
time
well,
around.
yeah, I'm not home, so they could.
I'm not.
They were
They
going
tried to reach out
but-
to me, but I wasn't
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, then
So they
Big
want like
fan of-
She-Hulk. They're not filming She-Hulk in my house.
Big fan of the fight in the warehouse where like Jen is trying to figure out like how to get him off. That sounds weird. How to get the legally speaking get him off.
A legally
and-
defensible
Gee, what?
argument.
yeah. And Matt's just like punching guys and goes, oh yeah, plead for insanity is like sketchy, but it might work out. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's
it was a
fun.
lot of fun. It was fun. It was fun. It
the
was just
episode,
character.
the episode kind of wraps up there where they're sitting on a building and Matt says, maybe next time I'm in LA, I'll take you.
There's
out to
actually
dinner.
about 10 minutes of the episode left, but yeah, no, it wraps up. right about
Well,
there,
it
go on.
wraps up the Daredevil scene with, and then she's
Okay.
like, or we can just skip all that, cut to them inside, and no Wong.
Yes.
No
No,
Wong.
well, he
No
cleared
Wong.
those leaks. For those who don't know, they said that Matt and Jen were going to fuck, which we all assumed. Like, otherwise, what's the point of having him in this show, really?
Mhm.
And that Wong was going to interrupt them, but I think those leaks just got confused with like the third episode or whatever, where she's with that bald dude and Wong shows up. So whatever, who
And then
cares?
Daredevil
Matt does
walk of
the
shame,
walk of
which
shame.
was the goofiest thing, but I love it. That was the thing where I
that
was
was
like, oh,
the-
people will complain about that.
Yes, yeah,
People
they-
are
and there
complaining
have
about
been
that.
some, mainly in those comment sections that I read from earlier. But like, it's not like he walked out, trudged out like, I've done such a shoey thing. He walks out and he's just like, hi, and he's saying hi, like he's like
Yeah,
skipping.
This is
Yeah,
how
And like
good
we
Daredevil
get
night.
the
walking
drawing
by.
at the end of the episode where he's got the shoes over his shoulder
Yeah.
and he's like got a whistle in his step. He's happy.
He had a
bro.
good,
Just
he
let
had a
him-
good night.
and she had a good night. Just let them have a good night.
Yeah.
And dude, the first thing I saw after the episode was someone tweet. It was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And it was just the picture of them kissing. And I just in my head went, Marvel fans when sex exists. Like,
why is that so shocking?
yeah, like, but like they're like, I can't relate to this anymore. This guy's fucking like, I can't,
bullshit.
this is unrealistic.
Karen, Elektra,
Yeah.
like there's probably more. Rosie
Also,
Dawson's
why
character.
wouldn't he
yeah.
fuck her? She's hot and she's
Rosie
cool.
O'Dawson. He keeps saying,
And
Rosie
he's a
O'Dawson.
whore. Matt
Rosia.
Murdock is a whore.
Rosario.
Rosario
Dawson.
Rosie O'Dawson.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
I thought
I don't know.
it was funny. I thought it was
Yeah,
funny.
it didn't work very well.
God, Bomo.
Okay, and then we get the scene where so Matt leaves, he whistles out, and then She-Hulk looks at the camera like this, and she's like, "Oh, there's still more episode to go."
Jeez.
And I didn't even know about this fucking guy until like this week. I'll be honest with you, but anyway, and then there is more episode, and you know, Hunter, you can take it away from here because I don't care about this part. So
The audience also doesn't care about this part.
It essentially wraps up with setting up the finale. She goes to a gala. They kind of set her up in a way, or the gala. They set her up. Gala. They set her up in a way like the Redditors. I guess the villain of this set her up by like.
Yeah, what a weird just incel hackers, I guess.
like
yeah,
And she's a slut. Okay, man.
like Josh
Yeah.
was like hacked her phone, like the guy from the past 2 episodes, and my girlfriend and I were talking. It's like, why did he hack her phone? Like, what does she have that's like super
Copied it.
secret?
Well, I guess
Yeah.
it's just like
But it's not like
superheroes aren't allowed to have
Tony
sex.
Stark's phone or something where there's like nuke codes or there's like how to build a nuke just in his photo.
No, but they're
album
just
and
trying to
his favorites.
expose her because it's like
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's just it sucks. It's awful that happens.
it sucks, but
It's just like it's strange that I guess they're trying to bring the
I-
monster
well,
out,
it's-
and that's what
I think-
happens. in the end.
well, I mean, you got to think like stuff in real life happens. Like things will get leaked for celebrities. That's just like normal shit they do, but people will be like, "You're disgusting. I'll never watch another movie." If it was like a superhero who was like on Tinder, oh my, people would lose their minds. Like if they found out about that. I think that would definitely happen. Yeah, I think that would. I think there's a subset of people that'd be like, so She-Hulk's just a
Yeah.
slut, huh? Like,
Yeah.
guys,
Well, there
I think
already-
that's what they're going
There
for.
already is people like that, unfortunately.
in real life, and she's fictional,
Yeah.
Yes.
and they still
That's
think
the-
that about but the character.
I've seen people tweeting like, "Oh, so 3 guys now in 1 season." Like, shut up, man.
What about Daredevil, dude? Matt slept with Karen and then immediately slept with Elektra.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool.
that was pretty cool. It was in a boxing ring.
like they've got a problem with like this character fucking a bunch of people as if the main character in the MCU
now, I
wasn't
wonder
Tony
if-
Stark.
Yeah, do you think they think
Like the
that
biggest,
Daredevil's
like,
like?
Yeah,
Do you think they
skip,
think
like,
Daredevil's
10
tainted
minutes
now?
into Iron Man 1.
You got a problem with this, but you haven't got a problem with fucking Steve Rogers kissing his girlfriend's niece. Like, come on.
That was I had a big.
Do you
problem with
think that like do you think there are people that are mad that like Daredevil's tainted now because of She-Hulk? Like he's been with She-Hulk, he's not the same.
Those
True.
people, I don't care about.
They're really
Like,
funny.
I agree.
They're really funny. They don't
they're
need to
wrong,
be
so
funny,
it's
yeah.
fine.
But yeah, the episode ends with the monster coming out. Like she breaks the wall. She's going after these guys, and damage control is there. Looks like they're on standby. Like they were alerted that this was going to happen.
Yeah.
And she's like growling essentially, like the Hulk does. And she looks right into the camera, and the episode ends. Just like you on a hero story last week, Harper, when we stopped recording.
Yeah, that's what I did. Well, I was like, up
JD,
me
like that?
before we started recording. Before I literally punched my ring light. I was so mad.
It's true. Yeah, the monster
did.
came out. Mhm. I
The
just
monster did come out.
I leaked his phones just to this chat here. Kind of disappointing. Nothing to get angry about. Like it's kind of empty, but
Mm.
still, the monster came out. It's just like screenshots of
Just
old Iron Man
screenshot.
panels.
Yeah.
You found your She-Hulk collection, Harper.
I did have 100 screenshots of this though, which was a bit unfortunate.
Dream. But yeah, that's She-Hulk. I guess there's not that much news of the week. There is some big stuff that this I
What do we
can't-
think? Like, what opinions?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
opinions.
It was
bro.
good.
Like,
It was great. JD,
It was great.
Yeah. JD, what'd you think?
We've been talking about She-Hulk for half a fucking hour. When we recap a comic, it's like, yeah, it's cool. Can't wait for the next issue. When we recap She-Hulk, it's like, all right,
This is the Daredevil episode.
when Matt turned the corner, I'm just saying, it's been going on for a while.
We'll wrap it up for you, JD. We'll wrap it up. Harper,
sorry,
you want to
we're
say your last
sorry.
thoughts, and then we'll talk about JD's favorite thing.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Thoughts on She-Hulk.
Oh,
asked
sorry.
us.
I just had a listener like send a voice message review for She-Hulk if you wanted me to play it, but
Oh, if you want, yeah. Up
I'm
to you.
just listening to it. I just want to vet it before I play it. So you guys, preamble and all.
Well, I was gonna say
gonna-
after this, we're gonna jump right into JD's favorite character to talk about. So JD, after this voice message, we'll have you take over for the Black Panther 2 thoughts for the new trailer. You just, quote it, maybe reenact some scenes in the background.
Okay, I listened to it. It's interesting. This is from a listener of the podcast. This was their thoughts on She-Hulk.
Do you want to say their name?
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Whoa!
Laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right?
So thank
Yo,
you.
you know my buddy Dwayne?
That was Dane Johnston. Yeah, interesting.
I like
Nice
that guy.
guy.
Black Adam message.
Sent me a dick pic as well. It's a bit weird, but anyway.
Yeah, and compared to a Zoa can.
2 inches.
Exact
He said
same.
it's been
stuff.
shrunk by years of steroid abuse. But anyway,
Well, at least he doesn't pad his suits, right?
he doesn't
JD,
pet his suit.
Black Panther,
Fucking
Wakanda
idiot.
Forever trailer 2. What are your thoughts?
I can't be the one to recap this.
You don't have to recap. Just what are your thoughts?
I think this movie's gonna be cool. I'm so curious about the runtime because that's such
I'm
a
surprised he
long
said that.
movie.
Yeah, second longest MCU movie. I think they said.
2:41, right? 2 hours
Yeah.
41 minutes. I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
God, they had the balls to make Eternals that long too. What the fuck? I mean,
Oh,
I still think about that, dude. Eternals is like
Me
2
and
hours
Eternals was like
38
this.
minutes. Yeah, it's broken this be over.
still
yet?
going?
This makes sense, man.
I was like, credits got to be coming up. It's still going.
Like,
Oh,
they
cool,
were
cool,
like
cool.
so
We're gonna see Blade. Wait, that's
fucking
not Blade.
goofy. I love that they can just make Namor as goofy as possible, as goofy as he looks in the
He's
comics,
so
and we just
cool,
have to
though.
take it seriously. Like he looks goofy as fuck, flying down on his little wings.
The
But
wings.
we're
I'm
supposed-
glad they're
so
committing to it. I'm
Me
glad
too.
they're-
They are just committing to it.
I was
is the
afraid that
thing.
they were just gonna make it like a part of like an ankle bracelet or something.
They're committing to, but people are gonna think that's goofy, right? Like people that don't know Namor,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, what is this nonsense that I'm
He
looking
he
at?
I
like
dude.
skate. It looks like he's skating in the air.
Yeah,
They
He's like
just did a
Shadow the Hedgehog.
She-Hulk
Like
episode with
crazy
Daredevil and
maneuverability.
Leapfrog. Like, does it like we're past? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but Leapfrog's like a
gives
comedic
a
character. This is like the main antagonist.
So's Namor. Remember when he blew up that fucking planet? It was fucking funny.
that was pretty funny.
He like, what do you do? Like he grabbed the. It was like a button or something. He grabbed it from Reed's. Like you all suck. Like you're all. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, you put
You're
your
all
morality over
hesitating,
the
and then he
lives
like
of all
stops.
of
He's like,
us.
oh okay. Like, he
Ooh,
hesitated. He's like, okay.
He's such an idiot.
Here we go. You should read Hickman's run, JD, for New Avengers.
It's fucking amazing. It's
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
into it.
I would recommend it reading Secret Wars first, and then about 4 months later, read it so that you go, oh, that's what the build-up would have felt like.
And
That's
then
the
after
best.
that, Bendis is Avengers, right?
Yeah, and then Bendis
Go all the way
does
back.
that shit. And then after that, go back to
The original Secret Wars.
Yeah. You literally read it backwards.
yeah, I did. It's fucked.
Build-up's good. It's really good. But yeah, but Namor looks great. Do you guys see there's another Black Panther in this trailer?
Another, or the
Oh,
one
you guys
as in
didn't
this-
see this? Yeah.
As in
What are
this
you talking
two.
about?
Yeah. Okay. You guys keep talking. I gotta find this.
I don't
for you.
trust you anymore. I just feel like he's gonna show. us a
Yeah,
picture
I
of
feel like
Black
he's full of
Adam.
shit. I
He
feel like it's
spreads
gonna be Black
misinformation
Adam
on
as
a
well. I was
routine
thinking the
basis.
exact
Yeah,
same thing.
it's gonna
It's just
literally
gonna-
be like.
I swear I won't. I swear I won't.
So there's clearly the shot of Shuri. Is there another Black Panther outside of Shuri?
Yes.
Dude, if there's two, that'd be cool. I'd
Who
like
would
that.
they be though?
Me.
It's hard to tell. You see
I
him
didn't
for
think
like
of
a
that.
split second, but
Is it in that one shot with Namor?
yeah, Namor is.
That is the fucking one at the end of the trailer, dude. That is
No,
the
it's
same
not. The
location.
mask is different.
You don't think
She might have two suits.
You might
She
have
might.
two
Nah,
suits.
she wouldn't have
She
two
might,
suits. She wouldn't have.
She might have
No.
two
Yeah,
suits.
why would they?
No, she won't. She definitely won't have two suits because the like it'll be the big reveal. They're not going to do a big reveal of her in the suit only to do another reveal of her.
I'm gonna go change
because like Black Panther, he started in the Civil War one. I don't know why I did the Wakandan thing.
He
while
started in the
talking.
Civil War.
Feels like I just had to do it. And then he went to the other one and did the.
do it.
Just had to, I had to do it.
I'm
to him.
looking at it. Hold up. I know what you're talking about. I just thought that was Shuri again.
Do y'all
it is
remember
Shuri,
when
right?
people were like, "Don't worry,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's going to have 30 minutes of screen time in Doctor Strange 2"? Do you remember that time? That was fucking
Yes,
crazy.
And Icarus and Ghost Rider and
Mhm.
all of them. Yeah. Yeah. What if one of them is like a life model decoy?
It's
What if one
definitely
of
gonna
them-
be Shuri, but I could see it ending with maybe Shuri being like, "All right, I don't want to do that anymore."
But then who's Black Panther?
When Hunter sent she thinks she's Dr. Fate, that was
That was a
funniest
joke,
thing.
man.
That was
I thought that
funny.
was the
That was
dumbest
funny.
thing.
No, I thought. That was
I just I couldn't handle it anymore with the dumb ass Black Adam jokes. Like I couldn't handle it anymore.
all right. No, that's fair. That's fair. At a point, you just gotta
Well,
break
I-
the guy out of the addiction.
I think that's what we're trying to do. I don't think it's gonna work though. I think this movie is genuinely like heroin to this guy.
It is crazy, Hunter, that you
is.
take these like Morbius and Black Adam things like so you're one of the like main
Yeah.
guys and like this like what's next, man? Once this is over, what
Madam
are you gonna
Web.
do next?
Craven the Hunter.
No, I don't think. Oh,
I think
You
you
don't
will. I
think-
think you can't help it. I think you're an addict, and I think you need
Maybe.
help.
maybe it's
This
really
is an
blurry. If
intervention.
you want it for those listening, and even for you guys here, if you want to find it, it's in the new trailer. It's 1 minute 29 seconds. I just sent a screenshot to you guys in the chat here. It's for like not even a second.
I could be your fantasy.
Oh, I see.
Camera's really
I
blurry.
think that's the
Energy.
same character though.
I don't know.
That looks like the same suit.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
You don't reckon?
Is it only you that's seen this, or like people on Reddit talking about?
I mean,
this?
because
People on Reddit are talking- that's how I found out.
Namor, guys.
That
Yeah, I was just the exact same
Pretty
What
thing.
are you
sure
talking
that's
about, bro? It's just
Namor.
name. I think that's just Shuri. I think that's just Shuri. Or who?
I don't think
mean,
it is.
it's Shuri, right? We agree it's Shuri at the. I mean, what if it
I
isn't?
think
Or
it's
it's
Shuri,
Nakia.
man.
What do you think of Riri Williams?
No.
Okay. Right.
Here, 129.
I
if you
gotta
guys
say
wanna
that
see it for
Shuri
yourself.
Black Panther suit is pretty fucking good. I just wish I just wish it wasn't her. Nah,
Yeah, well-
Hunter, look, Hunter, I'm sending back to back. Look, it's got the same accents next to the eyes. It's got the silver bits on the chin. That's the same character. Look, even the shoulder pad, the gold shoulder.
Maybe
Yeah,
it
That's the
is.
same. No, that's the
This-
same. That's 100%.
And yeah, they're the same fucking person.
That's
bro.
the same thing. Yeah, no, sorry.
Dang,
What
I
would two
gotta-
Black Panthers? What would
Well,
be
there's the
point of
rumored
that?
like T'Challa has like a secret son.
That
If
he's
I'm-
like
yeah,
what,
well, that
20?
was the rumor that I started, but anyway. That was the rumor that I said they better do secret.
I assume that
Son,
T'Challa's
and
kid
I've
would be a kid.
Harper,
though.
you're from Wakanda, so
Yes.
Yeah.
you
Well,
have
obviously.
inside sources.
Yes.
Well, JD, like, he's not from
Hunter,
America.
Hunter, listen here, dickhead. If
Mm-hmm.
if that Black Panther in that shot specifically, with Namor's abs and the spear coming down, if that is not Shuri, or if that is in fact a different a Black Panther,
Mhm.
I will buy you whatever hardcover or omnibus you want. Anything.
Actually, this is
Wow.
recorded.
Done. Shake on.
Well,
it.
I mean, this is a good
Wow.
shake because Harper, you've already won a bet this week.
Yeah,
With the Justice League?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, when I was reading,
I don't
Justice League,
even
was like,
fucking
I was
know.
reading
but-
Justice League and I'm like, Hunter's such a moron.
Or Dark
dude,
Crisis,
it's been-
yeah.
It was like what, 3 months? You were like, they'll be gone till
No,
middle
it
of
was,
next
it was
year,
like
definitely, at
7
the
months,
least.
but yeah, the bet was till January. I was like, they're
Okay.
gonna
Yeah,
come.
next year.
They're not
Bro,
gonna
we're
come back
fucking-
until
It's October.
2023.
We haven't even
Bro,
hit Halloween yet.
This was
like-
Dark Crisis issue 5. Like, they couldn't even last the whole event.
Oh
This
my
is-
god.
I mean, well,
October
we can talk about it when we get into the comics. But
Yeah, but yeah, Namor looks great. I think Ironheart looks
Namor
good.
looks straight.
Well,
Oh, here we go, Hunter.
Here
You're
we
certainly
go,
not
Hunter.
making me
Jesus
straight.
Christ.
I'll
looks
be honest.
great. Looks great. I think Ironheart looks good. I wonder how much screen time she's gonna get. They said a description on one of her like Marvel Legends toys saying that like she
4
started
hours?
she started like a project, which is probably making the suit, and it got the attention
Doomsday?
of
Project
No.
Doomsday?
got the attention
Oh.
of I think it said it got the attention of like the United States government and
Well, it's-
Wakanda.
It's like, well, she's like an MIT student. She's one of them. She's one
Yeah.
of the students that Tony told to break an egg in Civil War.
Oh, is she?
Is
I
she
think
really?
so. I mean, it's what the November Foundation, whatever. I assume that money went into her building her suit.
Wait, so Mysterio.
Mysterio. Well, because didn't they say that guy? Remember the dude that's trying to make like he's like, I have an idea for a self-cooking hot dog. Basically, like that guy's gonna be in Ironheart. You didn't hear about that?
Oh, is he?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. She's an MIT student, and that was an MIT. So
Oh yeah.
Flesh Thompson's an MIT now as well. There we go. There's some
Wakanda
crossover.
Forever. I bet Wakanda Forever is actually going
So
to
was Zendaya. Can you imagine if Ned was in Ironheart? Because they all go to MIT now.
Ned's in
It's
Black
Mary
Panther Wakanda
Jane.
Forever.
Say it ain't so. Oh my god, dude! I could actually
And
see that right
Mysterio.
now. I would. Do you know how loud I would cheer? Like if I genuinely saw Ned in
You'd be
MIT.
cheering louder for Ned
Let's
in
go!
Black Panther than you would for Superman and Black
Superman
Adam.
and Black Adam. Yeah, absolutely.
What about, because you already did experience like cheering in Endgame when Spider-Man showed up. Because I know you
Yeah.
cheer loud for that. Would you cheer louder for Ned? in Black
Yeah.
Panther
Well,
Wakanda
when
Forever?
Spider-Man came in Endgame, I said I was saying, well,
Did
because
what
you
to
know
Endgame?
Quill Spider-Man arrived in Endgame. Quill shows up first, and I remember saying like, "Where's Peter?" And my dad was like, "He's
Yeah.
right fucking there." And I was like, "No, I meant Parker, dude." And then
Dude.
Spider-Man
Still your
like,
dad,
shows
dude.
up
Dad got
Dude.
mad at you.
because he was like, "Shut up," because I was being loud.
Everyone
I
was
agree-
being
I agree
loud,
with you.
bro.
Yeah.
You look over, he's like, shut up. You look over, it's JD.
Why to the theater?
Where's my dad? Huh? He was never here.
Your dad.
His dad's actually Felix Faust.
Yeah.
I believe that's the meme character for us now. is
Well,
Felix
that's like we
Faust.
were talking about this. Like, ever since you said it, it's like I've realized that this character is
in
every. Like, I have
everything.
not been able to fucking. I've probably seen him once a week in anything.
Bro, you
In
read a
Justice League
Marvel
Unlimited-
comic and there he is.
Yeah, there's Felix
I
Faust.
told
bro.
you, he's the guy. Like I said, he's the default villain that stories introduce whenever they want to shoot.
Literally, I was
villain.
reading-
I was reading
JLA.
Night from the West, and Felix Faust was at the end. Did you guys catch that?
I was reading JLA, and there was someone was acting sus, and then the final twist is that it was Felix Faust, and I'm like, are you fucking
You
serious?
must-
Because like a month ago, I wouldn't have known who that was at all,
Nope.
and now I'm like, he's everywhere.
What would your reaction be if in She-Hulk episode 9 the Hulk King is revealed to be Felix Faust?
What if Black Adam, Superman shows up and then in the next movie it turns out it's Felix Faust the whole
It's
time.
Felix Faust.
We need to talk.
We need to talk about Felix Faust.
Moving on. This isn't really something that we usually talk about, but the Spawn movie got the first update since 2015. And the
update is that it's starting fresh. It's
Yeah.
starting from zero.
Yeah,
You're
so I
fucking
guess
idiots.
it wasn't being written at
Tosh.
all these past 7 years.
Jesus Christ.
So when
Yeah,
did
for those
Jamie
who don't
Foxx
know,
get cast? Did
Who's
they cast him,
writing
like-
it? George
they
R. R.
announced-
Martin?
Todd McFarlane announced that they were
That's good.
sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just got
That
that.
took a minute to process.
Yeah, I just
We
got
got one
that.
laugh. It's all good.
They announced that there's going to be a new Spawn movie or reboot movie in like 2010 or something. And Todd McFarlane said that he won't make it happen unless he's directing it. Todd McFarlane is not a director; he's a comic artist. He's a comic writer.
That's not a good call.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
he's-
know about
so
that.
all Hollywood was down
That's
for
what
that.
Frank
Yeah,
Miller
okay,
did.
we'll give you a budget and everything. He's like, all right, we'll have to direct it, otherwise I'm not going to make it happen. This is my character, and they're like, okay, well nothing's going to happen then. Todd McFarlane went around by himself, being like the casting director, producer, everything, and he got Jamie Foxx to play Spawn.
Well, it's because
Yeah,
he
that
has
is
like
pretty cool.
millions and millions now because of the toys that he sells. Like
Exactly,
he's
so he is-
making an empire
he
of
is rich,
DC
yeah.
toys.
But he's not a movie
So
director.
of Black Adam toys.
So Jamie Foxx was like, yeah, I'll play Spawn in 2015. And since then, he's still been attached to play the character. But
I saw
everyone
something
kind of
that said,
assumed
like-
that, like, yeah, it's in like budget hell. Like maybe the budget's not right. Maybe
Budget
the
Writing
Is
is
budget
bad.
hell like? Does budget hell have bad sets and like fake
Yeah.
fire or like?
Budget
Yeah.
hell.
No, this is budget hell. Like we couldn't afford to send
You know what I mean?
She-Hulk.
The
Production.
devil's
hell.
horns gotta fall off.
Todd
It's basically not
McFarlane,
happening.
he said that Jamie Foxx never wavered on the Spawn movie commitment. So Jamie Foxx is always like, I don't care when it happens, but I'm gonna play Spawn.
Is this
Could be
gonna
like
be?
90.
Is this gonna be like Black Adam, where like they go, this is gonna happen, and then it finally happens all these years later, or is it gonna be like the Channing
2030?
Tatum Gambit movie where they
I think
go?
it will
Channing
happen. I think
Tatum's
they'll
gonna
make
play
Spawn.
Gambit.
I
Do you
think
I
they will
remember
make
that?
Spawn.
I was thinking that'd be like Gambit until this news came out because now they have actual writers and
No, but I
it's-
think they will make Spawn. I think they will always
I
make
think
a
they will
Spawn
now.
because I think Spawn. I actually genuinely think Spawn's like due for like a resurgence. I think it's about time. I think people, not that I care, but I just see it happen.
That seems like you kind of
You
put
know?
your foot down. Like,
well the
No, but I
only,
see it
passionate.
happening.
the only person stopping this movie from being made is Todd McFarlane.
Yeah,
you
he's
say
the
Rob
one
You guys
making
ever
it
read
too.
the show Spawn?
True.
Harper.
just the idea that like the only thing stopping this movie is Rob Liefeld. He has Todd McFarlane at gunpoint. Just like because he's the villain.
Just
man.
because
We're
like
talking about
directors
it.
will be interested. Todd's like, nah, it's just me. But Todd announced at New York Comic Con this week that the Spawn movie is going to be written by the person that I don't have the names. The person that wrote the Joker and the person that's writing Captain America: New World Order. They're going to be co-writing.
He was
it.
also the guy that wrote
Falcon
Falcon
and
and
Winter
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Marcus Spellman, I think.
So they're going to be teaming up to write it. That being said, New World Order I think is still being written right now. So, you know, I guess it's not going to happen anytime soon again. But
How do you know that?
because I am I have
I
a
am
superhero
Iron Man.
podcast and I get exclusives.
I
Mark Wade was on that one time. So yeah, thank you, Jenny. That wasn't exclusive. We did get that.
That was cool.
But yeah, I know we're not really a Spawn. We don't read Spawn. None of us do, I think. But
No,
Tyler,
I mean I've read
you
some Spawn. I actually am kind of excited for this Spawn Batman crossover because it's mostly because it's Capullo on art, and I think
Mhm.
that's been long overdue as a Batman Spawn drawn by Capullo.
yeah.
So I'll probably get this book, but other than that, I mean I don't care about Spawn. You know,
Todd
I
McFarlane
played
said
him in
that's going to
Mortal
be the
Kombat. I
most
thought that was
sold
pretty
book in
cool.
the past 20 years.
yeah. Why would he say that?
Yeah, he believes it will be. So I guess
That's gonna outsell. What's the best-selling book? It was like Star Wars issue 1, right? It was like
Heroes in Crisis,
900,000.
issue 3.
Dude, that was 990.
issue 3.
Felix Faust, issue number 1.
Issue
The,
1.
the one that had the Black Adam cover, actually.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
variant. Yeah, that one sold
the
out like
movie
15
cover.
times.
Uh,
It won't stop selling out.
so this might be a spoiler. So if you don't want it, skip ahead to whenever. But
What?
That being said, it's not confirmed for Black Adam. Nothing's
Oh.
confirmed. You know what we're gonna say.
God.
It's
You-
a little.
you know what we're
confirmed.
gonna
I don't-
say.
I won't believe it until my eyes see it.
The top
Yes.
review for Black Adam on Letterboxd literally just says 5 stars, Henry Cavill. That's it.
Fair enough.
It's so like
That you should. Oh, Tyler, what was that?
because I have to see
You sort of
Black
like.
Adam. I have to see Black Adam. The fate of Superman rests in Dwayne Johnson's fucking hands. It pisses me off. I'm so mad about that, but I have to see it. I'm gonna see Black Adam for the 5 seconds at the end where Superman talks about Black Adam.
So obviously, this has been a rumor for the past like 2 years now.
For the past
Reason-
eternity.
The reason
forever.
why we're talking about it again, because we've talked about it on this podcast so many times, is because it did premiere like a red carpet premiere
In Mexico. Well, that baby probably tweeted that.
like 3 years, like 3 years, 3 days ago.
Years ago. And it finally leaked.
I just killed Harper.
No, Tyler. I was eating a piece of ice and I choked on it when you said the baby probably tweeted that.
The baby leaked it.
So
The
people
baby was an
have
inside agent, dude. The
seen
baby
this
was a
movie
spy.
now. People have seen it, so
Yeah.
therefore spoilers are out there. This might not be true. Grace Randolph was, I guess, the first person.
Imagine if it's
to
not true.
actually tweet
If
it.
it's not true, I might kill myself. Like because they're saying it's true. They're saying it's true. Like I can't imagine my disappointment. I got to go see Black Adam for Superman, and Superman doesn't actually show up.
Dr. Fate.
No, but it's Superman
cool.
though.
It'll be cool.
Yeah, Dr. Fate will be cool, but Superman. And
Oh,
like
look,
I've
it's a
actually
post-credit
I've
scene.
grown
What
to
is it gonna
like the
be?
JSA, but it's Superman.
But you're really gonna
Yeah.
see Black Adam for a 2-second scene like that. That's all you like. You're gonna see the 2-second scene of Superman where he's like, "We need to talk," and then it's just gonna be like, "Wow, that was cool."
It'll be posted on YouTube within like the first hour. Like
But
it's
it's Superman.
You don't want to watch on YouTube though.
shut the
But I
fuck
just-
up. I'm
I
only
wanna
seeing this
see-
movie for this stupid fucking show. I don't want to do it.
You love it.
I don't want to. I don't want to see it. but
I'm
I
kind
have
of in
to.
agreement with Harper here.
Well,
Thank
you guys are gonna see it though. You have to.
I don't
have
want
to.
to.
You have to.
I know I have to, or else you're gonna
There
go to
we
the
go.
fucking nut house. But
Yeah. Thank you. You're watching it for me.
Plus he's gonna
are
shave
you
his
holding?
head.
Are you holding the Black Adam toy
I
right
actually
now?
have
Good
been this
God.
whole
my
time. I've been
fucking-
like picking out his cape.
You have a
When
problem.
does Black Adam come out for you guys?
21st. You know that
20th.
scene in Avengers when
I see it early.
when
What?
When,
well, hold on.
uh,
What day, Harper?
Well, it comes to 20 for me, but I'm ahead. So
Yeah, it's 20 for me as well.
you know that scene
Yeah,
in the
but I'm ahead
Avengers
of you.
where they're all arguing and then Cap's like Banner, put down the scepter. That's like us talking
Yes.
and you just have the Black Adam figure. Like Hunter, put down Black Adam. I didn't even realize you have it.
I actually, I was thinking another thing that maybe like, what am I
Get it
doing
away
with
from
my
your eye.
life?
Did you just scratch your eye with the Black Adam thing? He literally just scratched his eye with the head of Black Adam.
I'm like starting to sweat here.
you're losing your
Hey,
fucking mind,
nervous.
bro.
Another thing that I realized I was losing my mind because I was like looking at the Black Adam hot toy. Like, it'd be funny if I got this just put next to my other figure. I'm like,
It's
what the
fucking hilarious. Yeah, because that's funny. Because that's
$350.
hilarious, right? Isn't that
That's
funny,
so
guys?
much
We
money.
would never
Thing is,
see
though,
that.
I didn't buy this for the I bought this in like high school. This was before the meme.
Wow, you really were a Black Adam fan.
I do legitimately like the character, and I do think I will find this movie enjoyable.
It's like I don't know when I first became aware of Black Adam, but all I know is that like I never thought of him as
In the
anything.
womb.
You know,
anything.
I just thought he's like a not as cool Doctor Doom. You know, that's all I ever thought of him like.
Cool,
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you allow that?
I'm
Okay,
a little sad
thanks.
over that. Sorry. The Flash movie did reshoots this week, and
Oh,
I decided to put this in just to go with the Superman rumor. But in LA right now, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Henry Cavill are all in LA. Henry's also clean shaven,
Same
has the
hotel.
Superman hair.
apparently.
Oh my God! Celebrities are in Los Angeles.
I know,
This
man.
water is still
I
fucking
know,
wet.
I know, but Henry doesn't live there. Angry. He doesn't live there, and like isn't Witcher shooting, and he usually has a beard, so it's just like,
Yeah, he's got black hair,
Crumbs.
like Superman hair.
crumbs. Yeah, exactly.
I know. I just don't. It is driving me insane.
This
as
is your
well.
Black Adam.
Is Superman in Black Adam? Yeah.
Your Black Adam is Superman in Black Adam.
Exactly.
Like I like the JSA. I would probably go see Black Adam to see them anyway. But just
Mhm.
the most minor of crumbs, anything Superman related, I can't not support it.
Which is
You
fine.
know?
Yeah.
Because imagine if Black Adam bombs and they're like, I guess people don't want to see Superman anymore. You know? Because that's what they'll say.
They will, yeah.
And
I
then
still
I gotta
feel
be
like-
mad at people for not seeing Black Adam.
or the movie makes $1 billion and they're like, wow, people love Aquaman and
Please,
Black
JD, it's a
Adam.
Billy.
Let's make an Aquaman and Black Adam movie. And
Oh
then
my God,
Hunter
Aquaman
like
and Black
actually
Adam
loses his
team
mind.
Woo!
Black Adam
yeah,
and Black
baby. We'll talk about for comic book news this week. New York Comic Con's happening right now. We record this on a Thursday, so we don't get all the news. We'll probably deal with that next week's episode, as well as Werewolf by Night. We haven't
Oh
watched
fuck!
that
I
yet.
cannot wait. Is that
Yeah.
today?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
it is. Well,
yeah, today.
May.
for recording, we're actually recording this in 2020. This is February right now, so it's
Whoa.
not out for us yet. but
Wait,
next
COVID's
week it will
coming
be.
next month?
Yeah.
Oh man.
The thing is, so an old man JD actually came from the future. It turns out he discovered time travel. So old JD brought us all to this time to record this
Zoa.
episode to talk about Daredevil and She-Hulk.
But I somehow couldn't bring you a Zoa. Yeah, I was in the future.
Still, I'm just like you literally came old man JD, like grizzled beard and everything, like old man Logan style.
I can't
in
grow
a
facial
time
hair.
machine. I'm like, Noah, you're like, oh, God damn it!
I'm too soon.
There's only 7-Elevens in the future, and I only went to 2 of them.
So
Am I
we
too
haven't
soon?
lived.
Black Adam 4 just came out.
We haven't lived through COVID, right?
Not yet.
Not yet.
JD has. JD, tell me, were people pretty happy with the vaccine? Was there anything going on there? Or...
JD, what happened on January 6th, 2021? I'm just curious.
JD, how do I die?
Oh man, to us.
You see, you're in the cinema. Black Adam stuff. No.
What becomes of us? It's like
how
the
good
Ring.
was that? How good was that clip from the Bad Batch? Wreck the Capitol. All right.
I like that Hunter has the Funko Pop of Hunter.
Oh my God. Yes, that was so fun. The idea that he's never watched it and was just like, I'm Hunter. No, but the idea that you haven't, because like he is the best one, but the idea that you just went, that's totally me.
That's my name.
At least there's a character in
is it-
Star Wars called
is this for
Hunter.
me?
Hunter's unique enough. They're never going to have a fucking Josh in Star Wars, are
Josh. I mean, they might have a Harper.
They
Yeah, I
do
can see
in
Harper.
She-Hulk. I just realized the guy in She-Hulk's name is Josh.
they? Yes.
Yeah,
yeah,
There
the
you
incel
go.
guy. Yeah.
You got your character.
God damn it. My
Yeah,
rep.
I'm
That's
proud
my
to share a
represent-
name with him.
I have Hunter Zolomon and Hunter from Bad Batch, which are
I got
both
no one. I
pretty
got,
good
like,
characters.
I got like Our
Dude,
Man, Tyler Rex, or something like that. Yay.
That's not bad, I guess.
Speaking of representation, I listened back on last week. I was tired, man. I've never heard me spend so long not making a point. It was about 10 minutes at the end of that episode where I'm just like, yeah, so like where people are mad and like representation matters, but like you don't want to make it bad because that'll upset people. And it went for like 10 minutes at the end. And every time I would make a point, Hunter and JD would just be like, yeah, so anyway, and just move on from it completely. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, so anyways, going on with the news of the
God damn it. God damn it.
I'm sorry, man.
Harper
You want
said-
to
Harper
continue?
episode 3 coming out next week. No.
Oh God.
So you guys are gonna hate that. I talked to JD briefly because he was the first one to join the call about this, but DC announced their next event, which is called Lazarus Planet.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I sent that in the chat.
It starts I think starts in January actually, so the first 2023 event, January 17th, and it is weekly. This is an event that happens every week for 2
my-
months.
Oh, it's like that ice one. Remember that fucking ice one
Endless
they did?
Winter.
Endless
Endless
Winter,
Yeah.
yeah.
What a hit that
Lost
was.
one.
And
The
it
ice
feels
one.
like that
one
too.
stars Black Adam, doesn't it?
It does.
That's what it
Fuck.
feels like as well, because it's characters that are it's a big
Where is
crossover,
it?
obviously. and
Lazarus
they're-
Planet.
It looks like
Oof.
Marvel's like New Heroes Reborn.
Yeah,
they
it
did that.
does. There is some cool ideas here. Martian Manhunter's like a
No.
monster. Yeah,
Is
no, he
John
is.
John is blue electric Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blue
I saw
Superman is
that
so
was the only thing I saw
fucking
was Electric Superman.
dumb.
I was
No,
like,
I
Tyler's
didn't
gonna
even
love
see
that.
What?
Do you like that or do you not like that, Tyler?
Dude, that's like the
Horrible.
dumbest thing to ever
Yes.
happen to
Okay.
Superman. And he's had some dumb shit.
That bogs down JLA 1997 went for like 2 arcs. He's just
Yeah, I
blue
know.
Superman.
I know. And then Kyle is like, I think Superman looks dumb as fuck.
Kyle is a man of the people.
Yeah.
Batman's wearing Dr. Fate's helmet. That
I
sounds
feel
kinda-
like I don't know why I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Like I feel like I've seen him do that before. I don't know what from though.
so DC
Blue Beetle issue 22, 1997.
Lazarus Planet starts January 10th with
Yeah,
Lazarus
yeah.
Planet Alpha. DC said, here are the questions that will be answered. And they listed like 7 questions here.
What is the hierarchy of power?
That's the first one. No. So the
Oh,
first
it
question
is.
is, can Power Girl free herself from the out of control Omen?
Is Damian Wayne homophobic?
We already know the answer to that one.
Yeah, we know
Yeah, I
that
think
one.
we know. I think we know.
Real bad.
Who are the mysterious trio claiming to be resurrected siblings of Raven? Okay.
Okay.
Will
Okay, no
Dreamer's
idea.
visions guide our heroes to the path of victory?
Dreamer.
Did you say
They're really
Dream?
They're trying to really sell Dreamer, huh?
Can
not
Mercy
gonna work.
Graves survive the transformation?
This is
she's
the
undergone?
characters we're doing, dude.
Yep. Will Martian
Mercy
Manhunter
Graves?
survive a psychic link to a doomsday nest? That sounds kind of cool, actually.
No, it doesn't really.
Okay. Can
What
new
about the
heroes?
monkey?
Oh god, this name. Okay. Can new hero City Boy hope to consume with
City
Gotham
Boy?
to save
City Boys up.
in time
City
to
Boys
save-
up.
City Boys up.
That's a new hero's name. How far will the question go to chase a lead across a transformed Gotham City?
Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess.
Okay.
Will the flame of Firestorm burn out yet another horrific host?
Who cares? Who cares?
And the
Does
final
anybody care about
question.
Firestorm?
Final question is, and what does DC's Monkey Prince have to do with this?
Oh my god,
Bro,
There was
that
not a
sounds
single
horrible.
one of those ideas that was like a 7 out of 10. Can
Look
you
at this
list them
picture,
like
look at
really
this
quickly
Martian
and we'll give a
Manhunter right
number
here,
out of
though.
10?
Sure,
It's
yeah.
it's kind of
Looks
cool.
cool.
I
Yeah,
guess.
the Martian
Doomsday.
Manhunter one I like. Okay, so
Hunter-
the first one was Power Girl freeing herself from the controlled omen.
0.
It doesn't move.
0. Couldn't care.
I give it like a 1. Tyler?
Power Girl. No, I don't. 0. Yeah, who cares?
Well, okay, I'm the only one who likes that. And I don't even like it.
I mean, she's fine, I guess. I mean, who cares though?
Who are the mysterious trio claiming to be resurrected siblings of Raven? I think that
Zero.
one's like a
Zero.
6.
I mean, a
Zero.
6? Are you stupid?
I think that one's a.
Are you
that one's alright. I think it's
you,
alright.
don't, you don't care about Raven at all.
No, but
Nobody
the
cares
idea of
about
like
Raven.
resurrected siblings, that sounds spooky. I'll take it.
You're dumb.
It
Spooky.
sounds
Because January is a
I
great
hate
month
Hun-
for
I hate
spooky
Hunter.
comics.
Hate Hunter, yeah. Will Dreamer's visions guide our heroes to the path of victory? Yeah, 0.
0.
0.
Yeah, no, come on. They put Dreamer in Fortnite. You know that?
Yeah, I saw that.
No, I didn't know that.
Can
That's
Mercy
funny.
Yeah.
Graves survive the transformation she's undergone?
Mercy
Like
Graves
literally, that's like
is-
-5. for me.
Mercy Graves is Lex Luthor's like valet.
Fucking assistant. Yeah.
Yeah. She blew. Remember, she blew the fuck up with that piss jar in Batman versus Superman.
yes, yes, I do.
Well, technically, it was from the lead-covered wheelchair, but
Do you remember when we watched BVS and I was fucking convinced that the senator drank out of the jar of piss as if she would have seen this
Elastic
jar
Girl, yeah.
that doesn't look anything like a cup and be like, ah, fuck, I'll drink that.
Freddy's peach.
They must have left this for me, I guess. I asked for water,
Go,
but
go on, Hunter.
Must have left this for me.
Will Martian Manhunter survive a psychic link to a doomsday nest?
Like 2.
Yeah, I guess
I-
a 4.
yeah, like
Like it's
I don't
not
really
a
care
story that I
about
would
Doomsday.
read unless
I don't
I give it
care
like
to
a
see Doomsday
7.
do things.
When
I
is
think
there,
that's the best
when,
one.
When,
I'll
what
go
was the
4.
last good Martian Manhunter story? Like, has he really been relevant
Supergirl
in
season
years?
4.
I would no. It's probably I don't. Has there been a good
Snyder
one? Is
cut?
my question.
Snyder cut.
He's
Has
gonna
there
probably
been a
been
good
like
one?
JLA year 1, maybe.
Like every time
Snyder
I see
cut
Martian,
and credit. Was
Justice
or
League
not credit?
International is the only time I really care about Martian Manhunter. I don't get it. Like what he's like shit superhero.
I
was
think he's
good
an essential
in-
member of the team, but I also don't really care about his
I
stories.
think he was good in Scott Snyder's Justice
He's good in the
League.
cartoon.
Justice
Yeah,
League
me
anim-
too.
yeah, the Christmas episode of the Justice
I
League
also
where he
like
goes and
him in
stays with
Justice
the
League
kids.
International when he becomes addicted to Oreos. That's about it.
Oh, I
though.
thought you were gonna say heroin. Look, I
I-
thought it was
why-
like hard
he
drugs.
becomes addicted to heroin.
Yeah, I was
My
like, wow, that's
Roy
Martian's
Harper's thing.
junkie. Can new hero City Boy hope to commune
0.
with Gotham? Yeah.
No, fucking
negative,
fat
negative,
0.
negative 100.
Like I know
How-
City Boy's up, but for this story, City
Yeah.
Boy's down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, correct.
How far will the
Um,
question go to chase a lead across the transformed Gotham City?
That's the only thing
6.
that sounds vaguely interesting. Transform
6.
Gotham. The question. I'll also go. I'll split the difference. I'll go 5.
There you
Okay.
go. I don't know if
Uh,
0 and 6 if the difference split is
Yeah.
5 anyway.
He's not
Three,
good
I
at
thought you said-
math.
I don't know why I think you said 10.
Will the flame of Firestorm burn out yet another horrific coast?
Negative
0.
1 million.
I give that one like a 2.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't.
It's
Every
good.
time they put Firestorm in something, I'm like, oh, it's the guy from the Flash. Like that's how I look at him.
It's the guy in Doomsday Clock who killed all those people in Russia.
Is
Yeah,
this-
I
is this his
know, but the
brother?
Flash A came before Doomsday Clock, and B was more influential. Than
He was in
Doomsday
Injustice
Clock.
2, which I'm just remembering.
He was
now.
in Injustice too. That's
He
true.
was
It's a
kind of
good game.
fun in Injustice too.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
he is.
And the
Sorry,
last
Andy.
one's Monkey Prince.
I mean, Yeah,
It's just,
no.
what does he have to do with this?
Why are
Wait
there
a
two,
minute.
You've
like
listed like 10
monkey
stories there.
characters?
One of them is interesting.
Why are there
Hunter-
two monkey characters in DC?
Out of all of Hunter's rankings, the Raven
3.
twins one was like his second ranking. That's the
It
one
was.
he's second most looking.
But I only
forward to.
like 3 of them too. So
This is gonna
What
be
does
bad.
Lazarus Planet even mean?
This might be worse than Endless Winter.
at first I thought, like, are they all going to another planet?
Well, like, this is not about Ra's al Ghul?
Apparently not. No, he's dead.
Tyler's gonna have to read this one day when he like revisits DC 2020s.
Yeah. Oh
Do-
God, I will
do
never.
DC make good comic books anymore?
Well, this is what I
Batman.
wanted to get into. I wanted to get into this when we talk about
Batman.
Crisis on Infinite Dark Multiverse.
Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, I don't remember who was. Yeah, that
So
one.
I'm gonna make you all feel real bad right now. So the person writing this event,
Mark Waid.
Mark Waid.
No,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Listen, Mark Waid. He also wrote that. What's that one event in the '90s? He wrote though, Underworld Unleashed. So like
But that one's
dumb.
at least like
Yeah, so
only
there's
4
potential-
issues.
There's potential for these ideas to not be the shittiest.
I just like
But
broke
still.
you there.
They can't
That's upsetting.
have brought back
Again.
Mark Waid for this.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
Batman versus Robin
This is-
4 will lead all this up, and the event will be showrun by Mark Waid. It will include many creators, but Mark Waid is the main showrunner with this.
Writer
You know,
of
in
Kingdom
She-Hulk-
Come.
You know, in She-Hulk, where Daredevil said, you know, we got to do like one for me, one for them. So they take pro bono cases. Then sometimes to pay the bills, they take like a big company case that they don't really want to do.
Mhm.
This story is that big. That's one for DC. The other ones have been for Mark Waid. This one's for DC.
Oh,
Mark,
this
will
is,
you write fucking Lazarus Planet?
there's another thing here. There's another tease from DC that says, "Why could the fate of all life as we know it rest in the hands of ... Monkey Prince?"
Why is
Really?
that every DC
I-
event? Though?
I
Why is it
hate
always the
Monkey
fate of
Prince.
everything? Why can't we have one DC story that's like the mayor is fat and he's taking over Hell's Kitchen and like
Yeah.
all the street level? Like, why can't we have an event like
Yeah.
that where it's
No, I
just
get
a
it. No, I
cool,
agree. And there's like a
grounded
guy in a
story?
devil costume and like a
Yes, you
That's what
get me
DC
right.
needs.
You can make him
Yeah.
blind, like
You make him
too.
blind.
Make him blind, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, what the
problematic,
fuck,
bro.
bro? That's problematic as fuck. You're a cunt. You're
Well,
a cunt.
That's excessive.
I'm
Okay. But yeah, Mark Waid is doing with all this, so shout out to Mark Waid for in the podcast.
What do the artists look like? I mean, there's a rotating list. It looks like. I don't know.
Sorry.
I feel like
Francis-
since, like,
Francis
Oh,
Manapul.
there's going to be a
Oh.
Lazarus volcano exploding in Batman versus Robin #4. It will spew transformative chemicals into the atmosphere, creating chaos over the DC universe as Earth Prime citizens begin to develop strange new abilities or see their current abilities altered.
I think I'm
All right.
done with. I think I'm done with comic books. I think I'm done.
already are.
I think I'm done. I don't think I can do it.
I feel like since 2018,
This is
2019
another.
maybe.
I
DC's
feel
been
like
on,
it's
a
like
steady-
1962.
DC's been on like a steady decline. Like, it's
Well,
kinda
here's the
sad to
thing: is
watch.
I genuinely think that this is like the end times for DC. Like, I
Yeah.
think they won't. I think they
The
might.
end time.
I think
No,
the
I think
comics
I
might.
think you might be right.
I genuinely think like this might be the end of like DC Comics. I think they might.
No.
How many Batman books are they publishing right now?
But do you ever look at like the sales data in like the top 50 comic books? If it doesn't have Batman on it, it's not in there. Like DC does not sell. If
'Cause
it's not
that's
a
what
Batman
they've done
book.
is like, and I think it honestly does have to do with like the way people view DC because of the movies. It's like nobody cares. Nobody cares if it's not Batman. So they sell
Dude,
50
DC,
Batman
what's
books.
next? She-See?
DC probably. Well, that's how they sell out. That's how they make money though.
Yeah.
But like,
Because they have to go.
no, I think you're
She-See.
right. Do you remember when there was all those articles that like DC Comics were going to go out because no one cares and
I
Dan
think that's
Didio left
true
and
though.
stuff.
Is the
it's
thing.
it's
Oh,
sort of
before
like
5G. Yeah.
Like
it
fucking,
feels to me more like the death of the DC universe, which that's a great name for a podcast episode. It's too bad that Daredevil's out this week. But like, you know, it feels like the universe as we know it is now run into this wall where these stories, there's nothing there. There's no story to, feels like all the characters are just colorful icons in these really basic children's stories, and I don't really give a fuck about
Because
any of them. That's
it's
disappointing
like-
because the universe for DC is like what I'm attached to. I'm attached to
It's amazing.
the characters in it, and it feels like now they might as well fuck the universe and just do a bunch of like non-canonical Batman miniseries.
Because this is
to
the
make
thing,
their
is like they
it's
put
like-
out right now this week fucking Gotham Year Zero came out,
Yeah.
and it's about like Bruce Wayne's grandfather and the GCPD at the time. It's like, guys, and it's written by Tom King.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
We're scraping the bottom of the barrel. I think we've already scraped out the bottom of the barrel, and there's nothing left to go. Like we're going through the fucking floor now.
I still think there's creative books being made for DC, and I'm even guilty of it too. Like I'm not reading it. I was gonna wait till it was like Human Target. I think that's so creative from what I've seen.
Well, because it's fucking like you have someone like Tom King.
And
They
Greg
have
Smallwood.
people that are incredible. They have Tom King.
Yes, exactly.
They have Mark Wade back. They
Yeah.
have, they have people. They got
Great artists.
Jeremy
too.
Adams, and they have the best artists, dude. And what the fuck are
Jorge
they doing? Is they're putting them
Jimenez, yeah.
all on Batman.
Yeah,
Everyone's doing Batman. They have Chip Zdarsky writing Batman, which is awesome.
it's
But
so
also,
good.
how about you get Chip to like? How about you give him something else? Because he could write Batman. Everyone knows that. But why don't you give him
There is
something
almost
that the book
Well,
needs? Chip Zdarsky.
You posted
But
that you
if
want
you
him on
look at, like-
Green Arrow, and that would be
Green Arrow, Black Canary, he'd kill it.
Green
Well,
Arrow
and-
was in
and if
this
you-
week's Batman, and it was amazing.
And if you
why I
look at like
posted that.
2005, right? Like that's a pretty good time at DC. Jeff Johns wasn't writing Batman; he was writing
Was that a
Green
good
fucking
time?
Lantern, right? And he
That was
made him
when,
like a
that was when
central
Identity
character.
Crisis happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Harper loves that issue.
Hey.
Issue what, 2 is it?
No, but
Yeah.
I see what Jay's doing. Like because
Can't
Green
read it anymore.
Lantern,
The
like
pages don't come
you would
apart.
get those posters of the DC universe with all these characters, and Green Lantern was like in the center, and he will never be in the center again.
Yeah,
It doesn't
It was-
even need to be about Green Lantern. Like you
but,
need
but
to
that's just an
focus.
example.
Yeah, no, I get it. Because that's the thing is, but it will always be Batman now. Like it would be great. Like when Bendis took over Superman. This is weird to say, but it genuinely felt like they were like, oh, okay, we're putting focus back on Superman. We care about Superman. We're going to try with Superman.
Yeah,
And it was shit, but it wasn't because they tried. It's because it wasn't because they weren't trying. Rebirth, everyone looks back at that because it was this moment of like everything matters and all the characters you love, they're back and they matter. And it's been only 6 years and we're back to Batman only. Just Batman. Only thing everyone cares about is Batman, and that's it.
This is
in
going to be
December
controversial.
2021. Here's some depressing statistics. In the top 12 comic sales, only one of them was a DC comic. In the top 50, only 16 of them, right? So 16 out of 50 titles are DC. Out of those 16 in the top 50, 14 of them were Batman. So only two.
What were the other two?
What were the
Batman
other two?
titles are in the top 50 for sales. Isn't that kind of
I'm
crazy?
guessing,
what were the other
I'm guessing
two?
Flash and
December.
Shazam by Jeff Johns.
I don't even know if it was in December.
I'm guessing a Flash book because Flash usually sells. pretty
I
decent.
believe it. I don't have the actual list of the books, but I believe it was Flash and Justice League. But
Mhm.
my point being, that's depressing.
But Justice League, that's a book with Batman in it. He was
Right.
probably on the cover.
I have a controversial opinion.
We know.
DC,
Sucks.
I feel like yeah, DC, that's a hero story. No,
DC.
I really feel like the most interesting time for DC in the last 5 years of me reading DC comic books was when they started fucking characters over, where they shot Dick Grayson in the head, where they made
No,
Wally
that
West a
sucks.
murderer,
No,
and when
no.
Doomsday Clock was going on. So just do stories at least. You don't have to go to that extreme, but do something that's not
Because
like
what things
oh,
were happening.
yeah, the justice exactly. There was shit to talk about. Like the thing with DC now is there's no discourse, and that's the problem. There's nothing to talk about.
But there's because nothing's exciting either.
But that's the thing. They need to make stories that aren't just like, here's all of the Justice League fighting this other set of robot aliens. And it's like every DC comic now is just the 10 minutes in Age of Ultron where they fight the Ultron bots, except that's every comic that they make. And you just go, it's a cool action scene. I couldn't give a fuck about the story in any aspect whatsoever. And
That was
that's all it
essentially
is.
Dark
and
Crisis
that's
this
also
week.
that's the
All
thing
it
about
is.
like Marvel versus DC. It's like you know, DC Comics, they're special. We all love DC. That's why we're complaining so fucking much. But it's like,
Yes.
Marvel has this universe where anything can sell. Like in 2018, when Immortal Hulk, we were talking about that before the episode started because you're reading it, Hunter.
Mhm.
Immortal Hulk was outselling Batman. Like Immortal Hulk was the best-selling book at Marvel. The Hulk book. It should be Spider-Man. You would think it'd be Spider-Man, but it was Hulk because it could be anything.
Spider-Man was still good at that time. It was
Right?
like the
Yeah,
start
exactly.
of Spencer's run.
I'm sure Zdarsky's was #1 Marvel book for a while. Daredevil, like, you know,
Mhm.
but at DC, it will always be Batman.
I
It will
noticed that
forever
Daredevil is almost always in
be
the top
Batman.
10 for each month.
And they've done that because they put the work in and went, this character is awesome. We gave him a great creative team and people love him.
Mhm.
And DC
Like-
has those characters, and they just
Like, I hate to say it, but like
DC is
like
yeah.
King in Black for Marvel is a
It was
better
awesome.
event than anything DC has maybe ever produced in terms of events.
King in
Like,
Black is a book about the god of venom
it's
coming down to
about
Earth and
it's
wanting
about
to
the Venom
turn.
King.
Yeah, he wants to turn Earth into venom, and it's
His name is
so
literally
good.
it was sick,
Null.
and it was fucking dope.
It's so
It was
good.
fucking awesome.
Venom.
And you know
takes
what? Every
Thor's
issue came out,
hammer.
people talked about it.
Venom has Thor's hammer, Silver Surfer Sport, and turns into an axe that's the shape of Venom's symbol, and it's so good.
And we were like, "Fuck yes!"
We were like, absolutely.
So how do we fix DC Comics, right? DC is clearly not on the right track.
Well,
What is
here's
what is the fix?
Take
Well,
it
'cause I
out
think-
behind the shed and put it out of its fucking.
Yeah,
Okay,
we could do
yes.
that. That's one option. I think
Option
DC
one.
right now is genuinely on the shoulders of Batman and like Tom King, because Tom King will make anything and people will buy it, and
Right.
Batman will be in anything and people will buy it. So how about you get writers like Josh Williamson is trying to write everything right now, right? And apparently rumors say he's going to be writing Superman.
I
How
like
about
that.
you like that?
I do.
I don't know if I care enough about
Yeah,
like what
It
Josh
feels like that-
Williamson.
it's too safe. It's so
I
easy.
think it's so safe, it's easy, and it's also like it's just like him going, well, I'll write Superman now.
I
Because he went
guess,
from
yeah.
Batman, he went to Justice League, and he's like, oh, Superman.
No,
you
he
know?
went from Batman to no. He went from
Flash
Flash
to
to
Batman.
Batman / Superman to
Yeah.
Batman to Superman.
to Superman. Yeah, and also a Justice League and everything. Like they
Yeah.
need to spread out their books. Like, you know what would be great right now? Josh Williamson should write a Titans book. A Titans book.
should.
I've been saying that. Yeah, the
Yeah, yeah,
Titans are Young
sorry.
Justice.
Okay,
I'd
wait,
be
sorry.
good for that, yeah.
Should be writing Titans because he would do great on that.
Your
I don't
words
think
echo through these
Superman is a
halls.
book for him, you know? I think Superman is a book for someone who really like
Pete
kind of needs
Tomasi.
it. Like, sure, yeah, Pete Tomasi would be great.
Get him
I would
back.
even like Philip Kennedy Johnson is killing it with Superman right now. He's really doing like really good stuff. And Tom Taylor's Superman just absolutely flopped like a fish, right? So I guess they were like, Joshua Williamson's the safe option. Let's give it to him. But
He is
don't
the
do
safe
that.
option.
Just give it to someone else. Give
You
it to
also
someone.
can't put everything on the
I don't
shoulders of
even
one
know.
guy
I
that
don't
just
even
writes
know.
consistently decently. You know what I mean?
And that's what they've done. Is
That's what
he's
they've
running
done.
the ship right now, and it's the most like
Yeah.
it's like I can't even. It's like I can't even think of anything
Yeah.
that it's like because it's so monotonous. It's like
It's crazy that like
it's
DC
like
for me, DC's steady decline has started with like Metal. Like Metal was honestly the linchpin of all
Yeah.
of this.
But
Like,
shit
things
was
were-
happening then. Like shit was still
What was that? That
happening.
was
Right. But
2016?
I'm
That was
saying
still
like that
Rebirth.
was like when like it started going like from up to down, right?
I would say-
2016, I was like, man, DC's so fucking cool. And then
I'll
I
say
think
death
2018.
metal. Yeah, death
No, I
metal.
think
is when
no, I
started.
think it was
Indeed.
I think it was that summer where it was that year.
Year
because
of the
it
villain.
changed
Year.
because everything was about Doomsday Clock, and then all of a sudden Metal came around the corner, and everything was focused on Metal. Doomsday Clock
Yeah,
was
and
like,
Doomsday Clock was
behind the
forgotten.
curtains.
There was 1 year. I mean, we can track it, I think, to this. There was a single year where in that year, Dick Grayson got shot, John got aged up, Wally West
Heroes in
was a
Crisis.
murderer.
2018.
And,
This is 2018.
It was horrific.
That
To
was
be a
horrible.
DC fan in that was like, it was like we had PTSD from
I think
everything
it
that
was
put us through.
2019 that John got aged up, but I see what you mean though.
It was
Like,
like January 2019.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
it was pretty
Dick.
much 2018.
He's trying to make a point.
sorry,
You're
But
someone
then
to be
this-
corrected.
but it's just bad things were
Mhm.
happening.
But think
I-
about
Tom
the events we've
King
gotten.
suddenly had to leave Batman because it got,
that was 2019.
got, like,
He got
kicked
pushed off.
Yeah, he got kicked off. He had 10 issues left, and they're like, no, Tynion's
And I don't
going.
think
And
that's his. I don't think that's DC. I mean, his book was. I wouldn't say it was failing, but people weren't loving it. So like,
no.
I don't think Tom King set out or cut out for 100 issues, right? I think we know that.
Mhm.
But like, pushing him off of it and then just having no plan for the future, like, and that's what we got. What's his name?
James Tynion.
Tynion, who left the book, by the way, who just quit to do
He
his
just created
own
a bunch of
shit.
characters that nobody really cared about.
It's like
Miracle Molly, Punchline, and even then, like 2 months before he quit, he said like he has plans for the next few years.
Yeah,
And
no,
he's
he did
gone?
not. He fucking left.
For a nice house on the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see what you mean, though.
They
But it's
need
like
to
Wally
expand.
West
It's like
is the Flash, and I don't give a fuck.
Wally West is the
Which
Flash
makes
for
me
the two
sad,
kids.
bro. How do you not care?
Because you know why I don't care is because I spent 4 years getting my hopes up for DC to routinely kick me in the nuts and call me a cunt, and so now I don't give a fuck if Wally West is the Flash.
They need
They
to
can
fix
She-Hulk
DC.
the Flash. Then go
option
woke,
three.
get broke.
I guess option 3 to save DC is they have to take risks, even if it costs them money.
Well,
They
and
have
this is the
to.
thing: is a risk for DC is like apparently making a
A
Green
non-Batman
Lantern book.
title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making Green Lantern or Green
or,
Arrow
or character
Aquaman
assassination.
It's a good point. Like, imagine the board was like, we have to take a huge risk here. We have to make a Green Arrow comic book.
Yeah, a character that's been around for longer than
It
Spider-Man.
has fans.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
but it's more than that.
Huge
Like,
risk here. Aquaman solo series.
Yeah, like we don't have that right now.
They risked it, and because they were like, we can't do Aquaman. We'll do
We'll do
Aquaman,
Aquaman.
and we'll only do 6
Cancel it
issues.
after 6 issues and pretend it was a mini.
Yeah.
but like DC's
Fucking
thing with
idiots.
risks is in like DC can't tell a born again. It's just stupid to go to born again, but like they
God
can't
damn
tell
it,
a
I opened my
story,
fucking camera roll.
and it's the Rock. It's fucking playing
Yeah.
at it.
We got stay
DC
on track.
DC. This is a
Sorry.
great comic discussion.
It is.
DC, they can't seem to make a story that has risk, or they can't seem to make a story that is not generic without it being, how can we fuck this character up the most, instead of just putting that character through an interesting set of events. Like, you can keep the character consistent, keep the character interesting, put them through fucking hell, like destroy like everything in their life, but keep that character, and we're on that journey with them. You don't need to make like ruin the character to do that, and that's what they're afraid of. They're afraid of taking the risk of telling a story that's fucking interesting.
And you
So
know the
what they
thing-
do is they keep the characters stagnant, and they keep them doing the same shit, and they pretend like it matters, but we read it and we go, okay, that's the same thing you were just fucking doing. Like, look, Cantwell's Iron Man I don't really like, but like, credit to the guy for trying to fucking do something different. And now we've got a new writer, and I'm like, okay, let's see what they do now, instead of fucking 40 issues of nothing happening. Nothing.
DC is, and it's not to say that there haven't been good DC comics recently.
There are
'cause,
plenty
like,
of good ones.
Yeah.
there are plenty of good ones. There are good ones. Like, I'm thinking of, I mean,
It's the
I keep
overall
going back to
vibe
Tom
of the
King. Tom
universe.
King wrote that Walmart Superman comic, and it's like one of the best Superman comics
Up in the sky.
ever. And it's ridiculous. It's like there are good comics waiting to be told, and there are people to tell them, and everything is Batman. It's like I said, you got to just give us Green Lantern. Get someone who wants to do Green Lantern that doesn't hate the characters, because apparently that's real hard to get. Someone
Jeff
that likes
Thorne.
Hal Jordan, right?
Yeah.
And then get someone who wants to tell a story about Oliver Queen, do Green Arrow book, and get someone who wants to tell a story about Aquaman. This can't be hard. They're the biggest characters on the fucking planet. Like Aquaman and Green, like, you can do this. They're
We put
characters.
We put 2018 as like that like flashpoint time of like where DC gets off the track. And since 2018, if you think about it, what's been the Green Lantern story? Since then, you've gotten the Grant Morrison, like Hal Jordan story, and then
Season
the
1
Jeff
and 2.
Thorne stuff. Like, ever since Green Lantern's been thrown off track, DC is just
2018.
Fine.
That's when Green Arrow ended as well.
A connection there.
Green Arrow also ended there.
Yeah,
and it's
and they also promised like Green Arrow's gonna be back real soon with new.
Yeah, and
solo series.
he got
Never.
back real soon by getting beaten to death by Doomsday 3
Right.
years later.
Yeah.
4 years later.
But even then, like Dark Crisis this week, like it felt like nothing
It felt
happened. But
empty, hollow.
the event in general, the only real good parts have been the Green Lantern parts. Because you're expanding it off of what Jeff Johns made. They're going to like Sector 666, and there's like Black Lanterns involved, and like it's interesting. And then the whole event in general, like just kind of jump into that.
What
book
writers
real
are
quick
at
was-
DC right now? Because I feel like we hear about like 3. We hear about Tom Taylor, Tom King, and
Joshua
Williamson.
Williamson,
What writers do? They have a lot of fucking people.
Chip Zdarsky.
Scott Loeb. No,
I don't see Zdarsky writing another book other than Batman. I would love if he did, but I feel like he won't. I feel like he's got his
Green
plate
Arrow,
full.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
might
Green
be a
Arrow would be
stupid
good.
point.
Even
This might
Josh
be a
Williamson
stupid
on Green
point.
Arrow would be good.
This
Well,
might be a
like-
stupid point, but you know those issues, and I bring them up before, and some of them are just like they're the issues that mean the most to you, where you're in the middle of a run and a character is like it's 2 characters sitting down and talking, or it's a character like monologuing for 20 pages about their life, and like we're seeing their backstory, and like for some reason it just feels like a step above. It feels like it's in a different echelon than just, oh, Hunter, I can't fucking talk about seeing the Black Adam at the back of that fucking book.
Sorry, Al.
But good lord. But like those DC, I don't think DC does those. Like DC doesn't tell those personal stories. They only tell the superhero stories. And I really wish we could get more. I wish we
Except
could
The
get
Flash,
more
apparently.
human shit. Well, maybe.
I
but
miss
even
Scott
then,
Snyder because he did that.
yeah, but I just like I want DC to reach in and maybe get some like take some inspiration from TV, like good TV, and tell stories with characters and like make them feel like people and let them like do mundane shit without it being boring, instead of just everything being the most generic super. Like it feels like we're in the fucking 60s.
Does
It
Wonder
feels
Woman
like
have a
nothing
comic book
really
right now?
matters. Has
Does
what?
Does Wonder Woman have a book? I haven't heard of anything Wonder
Yeah,
Woman.
she has a book right now. She
Yeah.
does.
Does anyone give a fuck? How about make people care?
That's the sad
Yeah,
thing,
that's-
because the
that's
people
a
did
big
care when
thing
she
with DC.
died in Death Metal.
No, they
And
didn't.
she hit
Stop
no, but
pretend-
her
when
run
she came-
after
when
was
the Norse
good.
mythology,
Yeah.
nobody cared that she died. I guess the Norse mythology was cool, but yeah,
It was
nobody
really
cared that
good.
she died
Mhm.
because Death Metal. I mean, you could go back to the podcast where we talked about it, but I think we genuinely snapped, like we broke. It broke
Yeah.
us. Death
We
Metal,
broke-
you know.
It did break us a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like first off, that's a big deal. Is it's the weirdest thing that DC comic fans, nobody cares about Wonder Woman, and she's supposed to be like the 3rd pillar of this universe. So how about you start there? You make us care about the characters that we're supposed to care about, right? Get
Mhm.
someone who will write like a blockbuster Wonder Woman story and make it real good, right?
Hey, bust up, knock your block off.
And bust the
Have
block all the way up.
Blockbuster as the villain for Wonder Woman.
Yeah, well, that's
And then,
exactly
yeah.
what I mean. But and then branch out from there. You know, Flash is doing good. You got a good team on that, and it I don't
about
even
it.
know. Like,
Batman
yeah,
is
I know.
doing
I
good.
th-
Okay, Batman's
have
doing
an
really
idea.
good, but get rid
Like
of the
Batman.
others. Keep Batman, keep Detective Comics, get rid of all the other ones.
yeah,
I
you
have
know,
an
keep
idea.
Nightwing, keep whatever.
Well, yeah,
but-
keep the Bat Family stuff. But
yeah, and get rid of Robin. Get rid
You
of
know what you do?
Tim Drake's Robin book.
Oh
You-
God!
you know
Did
what you
read
do?
it, Tyler?
Absolutely not.
Oh God, it was so bad.
You know what you do?
what?
What do you do?
Restore the Snyderverse.
Yes.
Honestly,
My
I feel
timeline
like
follows
they
the
gotta raise
Batfleck
them. They gotta
movie.
raise. They gotta fire everyone and get entirely new people. They just need to start from zero, dude. I feel
So-
like honestly, just reboot again. Just
Yes,
just
I
New
thought the
52
same thing.
again.
But
I
you're
thought
saying,
the
like,
same thing.
reboot-
Reboot again.
Reboot in the sense of like rebirth, or reboot in the sense of like New 52.
I don't know if I
Fuck
would
it.
believe a rebirth anymore, but yeah, honestly, just fuck it. Start
Fuck
over
it.
Wow.
Who
Full
again.
New
cares?
52.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's
Honestly,
almost like
something.
anything is better.
Honestly though, like New 52 fucked up so many things.
Mhm.
Like that's what's
Yeah, it did.
because
But
New
it
52
also
do you
didn't.
think
It
that's why
also
we're
didn't
here
fuck
still?
up some other things.
New 52 tried to be like, all right, let's get people into comics. And I mean, it did work. I mean, that's how I got into comics. That's how
Same.
Hunter got into comics. But like,
Mhm.
it also made things so like we always look back at the old universe and we're like, oh man, if only we had that and this. And then every story since the New 52 has been like, everything matters. And like they told that
It
story
doesn't
10
feel like
fucking
that.
times now.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
I you can't really see it. I have the rebirth poster. You know the last page of rebirth where it's like heroes
That's
now
clearly
more
the
than
Empire
ever.
Strikes Back. But
And
anyway,
right there, the Ivan Rice one, the
Oh,
one where it's
where they're
Superman
all-
at the front and Batman, and that one, when you turn that page originally, I know that was 6 years ago, but we were like, this is something. Like, this is something fucking big. Things are changing right now, and then they just
the hierarchy of
went down. Like, what are they doing? Like, remember Event Leviathan?
yes, I do. Oh, just
I
turned out
can't
to be
have
some
pictures.
manhunted
The
on
fuck
him.
was that?
Yeah, you do have some good. DC has made good events in the
Like,
past
name-
10 years.
Name three.
Yeah, name an event.
The
that
past
was
10
good.
years, I mean, what?
Doomsday Clock.
Doomsday Clock. Darth
Okay.
Metal. Not Darth Metal. What the
You
fuck
got
is that
this,
book?
man.
Dark
You
Side
got this.
War.
Yeah, Dark Side
An
War. I would
event.
say. Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say that's an event. I'd say Trinity or not. Forever Evil. I like
Throne
Forever
of
Evil.
Atlantis.
Forever Evil is really
Nah.
great. Throne of
Mhm.
Atlantis is good. But this was New 52.
Yeah, that's
And-
a good point.
Yeah,
Superman
Like,
three of
Reborn.
those-
since Rebirth, what are the best DC events?
Superman Reborn.
The
What's that?
button.
Was that an event,
The
though? It was a
button,
two.
yeah.
I mean, those are just crossovers.
The
I
button
don't
is
know if
like
I call
4
those
issues,
events.
but okay.
Yeah, they're not. I guess they're not events, are they?
Well,
The
'cause,
only
what the
events,
event we
though,
got?
are
We got
like-
Justice League versus Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
right.
there's
Your
that.
Your events are like Justice League versus Suicide Squad,
Metal and
Metal and Death Metal,
And Doomsday
fucking
Clock.
Endless Winter.
But
You
this
know,
is
like
the thing is when I was actually going back and watching a video about Rebirth. Like, it was like a week after it happened, and it was them talking about how when Batman pulls out the comedian's pin from the Batcave, is
He did
that
what? Oh, right.
he pulls the comedian's pin out of the Batcave? Is that the
They
last
always said
thing,
to me that Batman never pulled out.
Is that the last? Well, because heroes don't do that. But is that the last thing? Is this the last DC story? Like, they already pulled the Watchmen card.
Yeah, they literally.
And when they
the
pulled that
Watchmen
card, that was
thing.
literally them at the end of their line going, "We need
it's
help."
the toothpaste in the
Yeah.
tube. Like, you can never put that toothpaste back in.
Dude, the
Okay.
only thing they could do.
No, but my point is, right, like, once you pull in Watchmen, like, it makes the DC universe so much less profound, because, like, the DC universe
Once
will
you brush
never
your
be
teeth,
that.
you know they're sparkling. That's what I always say.
when toothpaste comes out of a tube, it can't go back in. That was the analogy I was trying
Have
to
you
make.
tried?
Dumb fucks.
I hope DC flosses their teeth because right now I'm feeling gummy.
I see what
But
you mean,
that's
though,
the thing,
JD. Like,
is that the last DC story? Like,
can't
how
go
can
back.
they build from that? How do you
Okay.
get bigger?
I
than
know,
being
I
made
know
a
what they do.
sequel to
Same
Watchmen?
scene, exact same scene, right?
Yeah.
There's a button in the wall. Batman pulls it out. Mini Captain America shield.
I was actually
Yeah.
just thinking that. I think we
Marvel
are
crossover is
way
all they
overdue
can
for
do.
that Marvel
DC needs
crossover.
Marvel,
They might. I was honestly
Marvel
thinking that they
does
might
not
need a
need
DC
DC.
crossover.
but yeah, they need
Uh,
that.
Marvel DC
Kevin
crossover would be too
Feige?
good.
Yeah,
It's
buddy.
Feige.
We're gonna need you at DC Comics. Yes, pronto.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also the thing is
Werewolf by Night for DC. Okay, sure.
A few hours
But that's
from
also
now.
the thing is like the higher. Oh God, I nearly just said the
Hierarchy. He said the hierarchy.
The people running DC as a brand, like not just DC Comics, they don't know what the fuck they're doing at all. Like like Warner Brothers right now is also in dire straits. So it's like there's nothing.
Oh, that's a
DC
good
can't
point.
go up until they stabilize. You know,
There's one
and,
guy
and
that
it doesn't
could.
seem like they won't or they will.
And everyone
Well,
pull
it's
the
like-
closest like figure that they have next to them and put them on screen because Hunter keeps bringing up his Black Adam. My closest is the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. You just said Black Adam.
Oh, sorry. I also have Jason Todd.
Captain
Is that
America's-
Steve Rogers?
Steve Rogers
fucking head?
head. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have the
JD's
Daredevil.
just JD. I like how you looked around.
Oh, nice. Crackers.
Ooh.
Snack that smiles back. Ooh.
I was looking at this page in this panel in the latest Dark Crisis, and it's 12 members of the League. They're back. I owe you money, Harper. And they're looking at Earth, right? It's 12 members. Only 4 of them have books. Batman, Superman, Flash, and Wonder Woman.
Oh my God.
Like Aquaman, no. Green Lantern, no. Even like Martian Manhunter and Hawkgirl, Green Arrow, Black Canary, like they don't. And that's odd.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Man.
I just wanna say that.
Marvel will
They
do
can
books about
like-
anybody too. Remember when Marvel did like back-to-back series about Domino? from the X-Men.
That's why I said
Like,
Marvel gives a miniseries to Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, and they sold
That's what I
well.
mean.
Yeah,
Like
Black Cat.
DC can't make a Green Lantern book, but Doctor Strange's fucking girlfriend is the Sorcerer Supreme.
yeah, but they killed Doctor Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a book right
and we're
now
still-
that's selling called Iron Cat.
that is true.
Black Cat and
It's a
Iron Man.
It's a great.
And
point.
it's selling. Like, people are buying it. It's incredible. So comics aren't
I
dead.
think DC just needs to sell out to big oil.
like
I think Amazon just needs to buy DC. Disney just needs to buy DC.
is writing Spider-Man again.
Yeah, Slot and Bagley.
Is he really? What?
Yeah. Yeah, this was issue 1.
Not the main title.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
it's like Detective.
Is that how they
Comics
tried to
kind of thing.
slot that in?
Oh,
I liked it.
He did what?
But yeah, you got like Ultimate Spider-Man like art, like it's about the
Ultimate Spider-Man,
Spider-Verse.
It's Mark Bagley, dude.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
he didn't only. All right.
I know he didn't only do that, but that's what
All
it remi-
right.
Seeing him with Spider-Man.
All
that's what-
right.
Boo,
All right.
Hunter,
All
boo.
right.
Moreland.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's
it
the-
about the Spider-Verse again?
It's
though?
about the Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Let
Maybe
it
that's
go.
not the best
Oh,
example of
Jesus.
something that's like
Oh,
fresh
fuck.
at Marvel.
The arc is called The End of the Spider-Verse.
What do you guys like? What is your? If you think about it now, what is your favorite DC comics since Rebirth?
Batman by Chip Zdarsky.
That's
I know I'm
complete
the
bullshit.
problem.
I
I'm
think
the
it's
problem.
Bullshit.
dumb answer. Bad answer.
Sorry,
Yeah,
did
that
you
was
say
wrong. You
Since
don't think that.
Rebirth? Since Rebirth?
Ratio.
Since Rebirth.
Synth.
As in saying like you can't name a rebirth title, or can you name a
No,
rebirth?
you can name a Rebirth title, but like
Superman
that, like
by
it stands
Yeah,
like
I mean,
stands, and it's like one of your is like every once in a while they read a
Superman
book,
by Tomasi and Gleason, I think, is the only one that like I'd go
and
back
that just
and
but it just
revisit
got cut off.
joyfully. Yeah,
It
And that's
did, yeah.
exactly it. That was
45
the
issues.
tragedy of Rebirth.
2018 was a cursed year of DC Comics.
That was the tragedy, and you know it was a fucking amazing year for Marvel.
Flash
too,
forward.
is the thing.
Flash Forward is actually not bad.
It's fine. Hunter, does your t-shirt say "and you can have it all, my empire of dirt" with Stuart Little? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is- wow.
I hate Hunter
that's
so much.
nice.
Sometimes.
No, that's great.
Yeah, it's
Mine's
true.
kind of similar.
a little bit, yeah.
So is mine.
I would say either
You're just gonna see
like-
JD's tits.
Mine just says, I don't even know what this is.
Polar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Express.
It was cheap.
I would say, yeah, that Superman run or Hal and Pals, like Hal Jordan Green Lantern
Yeah,
Corps.
Helen Pals is great.
And that got cut
I-
off too, because Grant Morrison was like, I want to write Green Lantern. DC was like, yeah, you could do that. And so it was cut
Oh,
off.
duh. We're forgetting best
Super
DC stuff since Rebirth, Future State.
The Black Adam solo series.
Was there actually a Black Adam?
There is
solo
right
series?
now.
It's still ongoing.
What?
It's
Oh,
3
right,
issues
because there's
in.
a movie coming out, isn't there?
Honestly, Deathstroke was also really good. I really liked the first Rebirth Deathstroke run.
You would say that. What is it with you fucking between Hal Jordan and Deathstroke? Like you only like those characters. What's
I
the
think-
specific
I think
reason?
for JD too, JD would say Tom Taylor's Nightwing.
I think it's
that's
cooled off.
right.
I think it's cooled
Yeah.
off, but I mean, I still enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Williamson's
think
Flash.
I genuinely think it's
I
the
think
Tom
that'll stand
King
the test of
Superman
time.
book for me. Up in the Sky. That book is incredible.
I gotta read
Also,
that.
I haven't read it
Supergirl.
yet.
I mean, I'll just read anything. I mean, I could just name Tom King things though. Is the thing. I really love everything.
Mine is
Strange
mine
Adventures.
is Speed Metal.
Speed Metal's
One issue.
awesome, man.
It was
Speed,
awesome,
Me-
wasn't
Speed
it?
Metal's fucking incredible. That's
I
one
posted
issue.
for that the other day, and I'm like, man, I was just reading it over, and I'm like, man, this was great.
Speed
That
Metal
was
made me
such a good book.
cry.
Superman
he
Up in the
pulled
Sky is
up
only
in
6
the-
issues. Oh, I gotta
Oh
read
yeah, I guess
Yeah,
if
it's
this
like- it's
counts,
like 12
DC
parts, but it is
Universe
6 issues.
Rebirth #1. Like,
Get fucked.
It's such a fucking cheat answer, though, isn't
Well,
it?
Doomsday
But it's
Clock as
good.
well. I mean, but Doomsday Clock,
I didn't
good
think
as it
they're
is really indicative of other DC issues, though. you
Yeah,
know,
and
like,
I also
it-
don't feel anything.
Yeah,
But this event is like this upcoming event is the biggest tell of like, is DC just
yeah, we're putting
Like
DC in the hands
Lazarus
of
Planet.
Monkey Prince. Dude.
yeah, like Monkey Prince is the best you have to offer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly it. That is the best. they
Monkey
have to
Prince and
offer right now.
Firestorm is like
And
your
Mercy
event.
Graves.
That's your
but even
grabber.
with like big characters in the center, like it's a little scary that the last issue Dark Crisis, the cover is Nightwing doing the Jesus pose in space. That's a little scary.
Yeah.
Like
God.
Scary or
this-
fucking hilarious? Because I know what my opinion on that is. I think that's
so-
funny as
so
fuck.
Dick Grayson. I mean, Dick Grayson's the main character in Dark Crisis. That makes sense. But why is he in space? Maybe it's just the art. Maybe it's just
Maybe
the
it's
cover.
metaphorical.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
But that's the thing they're leading, and they're like the dawn of the DCU.
I mean, he's in the
new,
center. He's done
that's
this
their
like
new.
run in every issue where Dick Grayson's ahead of everyone.
That's their new like thing that they're building to is the dawn of the DCU. I think that Lazarus Planet or whatever. I think that's like another convergence or whatever, just to lead us to the next thing. I think that's
Convergence,
another
Jesus
placeholder
Christ.
thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that event is
Convergence
not
is-
going to matter.
You know, you guys remember when Transformers came out and like they did the B grade ripoff Transmorphers?
Yeah.
The Convergence is that for Marvel's Secret Wars. Convergence is like the
Yeah,
Transmorphers
the same
of
year too, actually.
yeah, but it's literally
And
like
they- and
that
they had all
big
those crossovers,
multiversal, yeah, and it's fucked. It's just so nothing.
Yeah, I remember.
Convergence is ass, man. But we got Wally West back in those 2 issues, and that was cool. Remember
Yeah, and
that,
we got-
JD? That was
and
the
we
sign that we
got,
were like, maybe he'll come
Convergence
we
back.
got-
literally just
what's
plays
his
on the
name?
heartstrings of like, hey, I know the new 52 has been rough on you, but here's some old nostalgia.
He's
Yeah,
some
and, then,
old
and that's
shit.
also that's where they gave us John Kent as well. I think
Yeah.
John Kent is like the biggest like figurehead of they fucked up. Of
Yes.
like of DC just fucked up.
You
It-
know they fucked up when John Kent is fucking incredible in the non-canonical spin-off zombie series. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Superman
That
in
shit's
that,
good.
yeah.
And it's
You look
written
at
by Tom
deceased-
Taylor.
Yes, the
writing
same
Superman.
guy.
It's fucking
And you
asshole.
go, this is what it should be.
That's the thing is like
No.
it is when John Kent when it was Superman and Super Sons, it was like this shit is new and it's fresh and it's really good. And
Mm.
then they fucked him over and it felt like they weren't trying anymore. And then they tried again and it failed. Like that is just what DC has been.
They turn him from
You know?
fucking John Kent to John Cunt, and now they've ruined all of DC.
Like
Not to
other
hear a
characters
Yeah.
could work. I don't know how many people in this call read the latest Batman issue. I know you did, JD, right?
Yep.
Batman's unconscious pretty much the whole issue.
It's
and
all about
a
the Justice League, right?
Justice League comic.
Oh,
and
is
it's
Talia back?
so good. Oh, Jesus.
Oof.
That was well. You caught me off guard there. Sorry.
That's the darkest joke I think I've
Yeah.
ever made.
But like Green Arrow has like a huge role in
That's what I'm
it,
talking
and Superman gets hurt badly, but it's like it's well written. Like he's not written like an idiot where he just jumps at the enemy. Like he's actually like trying to keep his distance when he sees that they have kryptonite. Russian Manhunter's in it, and the whole time Robin's just trying to help.
I'm sold. You said that
And the-
like that was fucking like this massive red
And-
light.
but then the next
Martian
sentence was, and
Manhunter's
the
in it?
whole time Robin's trying to help. That's gonna sell me on it.
Aquaman's in it.
I think they need. Here's what I think: is when Marvel was in dire straits, they blew up Avengers Mansion and killed them all and started fresh. I
cool.
think the Justice League need new Avengers. I think the Justice League are
Yeah, but-
stale
yeah, but-
as fuck.
But they
And-
didn't like they had the chance to do it right here, and they were just like, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because they
Yeah,
literally
they
did blow them the fuck up and kill them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
that's a great
Th-
one.
This was
Yeah.
literally, this could have literally been Justice League disassembled, and instead they were like, "Who's our new Justice League? Frankenstein, Harley Quinn, Killer Frost."
But no,
I
but,
do
but our
love
new
the
Justice League,
idea.
it's Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I
and
love it.
Green
I love
Lantern
it.
and yeah, again,
Yeah, the question posed is who will be the new Justice League?
it's just the old Justice League. Yeah,
Just the same Justice League.
but that's the thing is, I
Bring
think the
characters
Justice
back
League.
in issue 5.
When I think about the Justice League, I think they are
so
stale. I think they're stale. I think because they have a formula. It's just Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, a Flash, a Green Lantern, and like 3 wild cards. They need to mix it up. They need something to do something completely different. Like go back to like
Male
Justice League
Dr. Light.
International. You know? Okay. I think that's-
Take
that'll settle it.
Batman,
With or
take
without the
Batman off the
memory?
team.
If,
Take Batman off the
if,
team.
if you want to shake things up, male Dr. Light. That should
Bring
be
him
shake
back.
up.
With or without
Just
the
saying.
memory, though.
No, with it, and it's all he wants to do.
That's all he talks about. Yeah.
He's just
Jeez.
it's just constantly about it.
Just take Batman off the team. I think Superman being on the team is fine. I like that.
I liked in the in the post metal kind of continuity, they were talking about like, because when I went back and read metal, they had what, 3 Justice Leagues? They had Justice League Dark, Justice League Odyssey, and Justice League, and that was a cool idea.
Yeah.
Odyssey.
I
could have
forgot
been.
about Odyssey.
Odyssey was
They could have expanded this further. I think what it should have been was you got the Wonder Woman team, which is Justice League Dark. You got the Superman team, which is the Justice League, and also Batman was leading the Outsiders.
Right.
I think they should do that. I think they should stick to Batman has a team, Superman has a team, Wonder Woman has a team, and they all do different shit. And so you get 3 Justice Leagues, and they all do different adventures. They're all different tones, they're all different teams, they're all different stuff, because the Justice League are boring. That's the thing, is I think the Justice League are boring in general because it's all the main characters, and how many times are they going to fight a being from outer space with unknown power every fucking time?
Yeah.
Do something different. They fought Perpetua. They fought Dr. Manhattan. Like, how many times are they gonna fight these fucking guys? Make them fight someone new. Make them do something different.
I mean, Perpetua was new, but I see what
All
you
right.
mean.
But she was garbage.
Okay, Tyler, how about this then? Lex
Baby
Luthor
Bruce Wayne?
in power armor.
That's new.
Just the really heavy side.
Yeah, baby
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne rolling down
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Baby
Batman,
Bruce
Batman.
Wayne and Felix Faust. Oh my god.
We're
And
gonna
the one
send
who
this
laughs and
podcast to DC, and we'll be like, "Hey, you could skip the She-Hulk part, but it's pretty good." So you can- I swear, we have a good conversation. What you guys should do.
We talked about Daredevil and She-Hulk. It feels like 10 episodes ago.
Mhm.
How long is this episode? How long is it actually?
9 hours.
Good lord.
No, we'll wrap up now.
Yeah, I got
Why?
nothing left
How
to
long
say.
is it?
2 hours.
Excellent. That was our best comic chat we've had in a while. I've missed these,
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
No, I need
We'll
that.
talk more comics next week.
I,
We'll
I
also
honestly
talk.
think I honestly think I'm getting a little burnout from modern DC, even though I'm liking what I read, because I only read a few titles and I like the titles I read, but overall, just my feeling of like it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It's the vibe. It's the feel
Well, 'cause-
of the whole show.
But
like,
Marvel's
last
showing that
month-
it's not comics. It's
Last
just
month,
DC.
I was trying to force myself to go through everything since Rebirth, and I got to Bendis's Superman, and I just went, "No, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it." Like, I just
Yeah.
I don't
You
want to do it.
stopped
I
in
realized like
2018.
this shit isn't fun anymore. Like, I
Yeah.
got to that Aquaman event in Scott Snyder's Justice League. I was like, "Fuck this!"
Drowned,
Like,
Drowned Earth.
yeah, what a
Drowned Earth.
trash
Oh my
thing.
God, I
what a
forgot about
shit
that.
book.
I
And I'm like,
Drowner.
I'll read this to get to death metal. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I don't even like death metal.
Yeah.
I like Drown Earth. But yeah, JD, real quick, I was gonna point out, like, yeah, like Marvel's doing good, DC's kind of dying. How many Marvel comics did you get this week?
Yeah.
How many DC?
That's not a good indicator, though. You fucking
Sorry,
idiot.
No,
I don't
especially it's
I
not
only
for
read
fucking
Daredevil, you
JD.
fucking moron. Are you fucking stupid?
Oh, I got him mad. I got Hulk this week.
Shut up.
Okay, that's the episode.
That was a
That was a
horrendous
terrible
episode.
indicator.
You go, hey JD, the guy that reads mostly DC,
That
has
only
spent
reads
most of his
Daredevil
life-
from Marvel.
has only just sort of started reading Marvel in like the last couple years, like
Yeah.
consistently.
Got a few.
How many Marvel comics did you pick up on this
Yeah.
week where fucking nothing came
Yeah.
out?
Oh, you didn't pick up Dan Slott's Spider-Man?
It's just,
Couldn't be me.
well, if you think about, I'm also thinking about Marvel since Metal, and like the shit they've done is crazy. Like they completely rebuilt the X-Men and stuff like that, and they were
yeah.
trying different shit. Like the Krakoa era of X-Men is so different from anything the
Yes.
X-Men ever did. Like the DC needs
Yeah,
something
but how
like
many
that.
Marvel comics did you
But
read?
look-
How many Marvel comics did you read?
I really
But-
got JD good
Tyler,
there.
the thing is, and like I love Joshua Williamson, but like
I really
Marvel got
don't.
Hickman and DC got Williamson, and Williamson's
Yeah,
a
I
good
know.
writer, but you can't
Hickman
he
should
can't
just
world
go to
build
DC.
like a
They
Hickman.
need him.
Williamson
I
isn't
need-
making Aquaman blow up any
Dude,
planets.
imagine
Let's
this.
just-
Imagine Hickman on Green Lantern, or
that would be
Hickman
good.
on Justice League. even,
Hickman's
or Hickman on
Hickman's New
Superman.
Avengers is the perfect fucking example of what I was saying before, where you can take risks but keep characters the character. That might be the single most interesting team book in all of history.
Yeah,
in
you have
comic book history,
Namor, who's I know he's an antagonist at the time, but he's usually a superhero. He committed genocide.
Yeah, he commits
Tyler.
far more than genocide. He
Tyler.
kills billions.
Tyler, I said that's the most interesting team book in history, and you went, yeah, comic book history. No, I meant it's the most interesting team comic book in movie history. Like, what are you
Real
Like
life.
in American history.
Team book.
The United States military? Nah.
Nah, what a needless specification. Oh, in
but
comic book history.
you are right though.
Yes, but that shit is interesting.
They need someone like Hickman. I mean, Hickman, that's the thing, is Marvel trusted him. Is he probably was like, here, I have like some crazy ass ideas. You want to hear them? And they were like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And I think that's literally what happened, right? They just need someone like that. They need someone who will just come up with the most bonk ideas possible.
Well, they tried to, and it was Bendis, and he
yeah.
turned John Kent old, made him shit.
They didn't, but Bendis wasn't trying. Bendis was resting on the laurels of him being Bendis. Like, he was sure he was
That's
doing different shit, but like
Bendis is coming.
Hickman shot for the stars. You know what I mean? Like, he was doing nothing. There's nothing like what Hickman did.
He shot for
You
the
know,
planets
Marvel.
too.
Yeah.
He did shoot for the planets, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Very literally.
But
And
yeah,
they
I
just
see
need
what you
something
mean.
like that.
Honestly,
And Scott
Tyler,
DC tried, sure.
I think
DC
they need
doesn't
to.
have like their like
need
Denny
me.
O'Neil was like keeping shit in order in the 90s, right? Like they don't have their Denny O'Neil. They don't have their, Jeff
That's
Johns
because
in
they
the
fired him.
2000s.
They fired Dan DiDio because they hated him, because we hated him.
Yeah.
But maybe that was the issue. Maybe he was the hero
Yeah.
all along.
Maybe it's better the devil we
Perhaps
know.
I treated you too harshly.
Mhm.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. We didn't talk about comic books in the end, by the way. We talked
We
about comic books, but not issues
briefly
of the week.
mentioned, Batman, and we briefly mentioned Dark Crisis. But yeah,
And then it's spun
other
into these
comics that I
films.
read were great. I think Captain America is amazing right now. I think Hulk's not
Who's
that
writing
good.
it? Who's writing it?
Oh, I don't know.
Here we go with a name pronunciation.
Josh.
Marvel
Harper.
does this though. Well, Marvel actually like,
Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly.
yeah, these
I have
guys
no
are
idea
like,
who the fuck
this
that
is exactly, and the guy that's writing Sam Wilson's book, they're like novelists. You know,
Yeah.
they're not comic DC
Like,
did that
that's
with Brad
cool.
Meltzer, and he wrote Identity Crisis. But that is a
Well,
good
that's
idea.
true.
That is a
That is
good
very
idea.
true.
Harper's favorite comic of all time.
I'll just show
Right.
this. There's a guy that they need to capture, and he like tortured Bucky as he was one of the people that involved with the Winter Soldier program, right? And they're trying to capture Steve and Bucky go to capture him, and Bucky's like, "I'm just gonna shoot him in the head," and Steve's like, "No, you can't do that." So Steve stands between them, and it's such an emotional argument over killing or not killing, and it ends, and Bucky shoots Steve.
I fucking love that
No.
shit.
Yeah.
No, but I love that shit. Like
Yeah.
the intellectual, but like,
Mhm.
the best DC thing in a while was some of the stories in Batman Urban Legends. You know what I mean? Because Chip was
Mhm.
taking
Because they were
risks
written
with
by
Red
Chip
Hood as a
Zdarsky.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like interesting. Like, fuck,
with
do more
drugs
of
and-
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like Bucky shoots through Steve to get to the guy, and it's like,
I'm like,
damn.
Some people will be like, I can't believe they made Steve Roger. I guarantee in the next issue, shit will make sense. Like, people need to just
Wait,
wait for
it's
the
not
clarification.
dead, but it's
you
just
know,
the
there
fact
were-
that Bucky shot his friend.
There were
That's the
leaks
thing.
for
Yeah.
5G. I know 5G was probably going to be a horrible idea, but there
It
were
would
some leaks.
have been bad. I
But
mean,
But there was a leak I remember hearing where it was like Damian was going to go through a heel turn and
So,
John was going to be Superman. And then there was going to eventually lead up to like John versus Damian as like this heart of the DC, like this is the future. They're going to fight and they're going to either be friends again or they're never going to be friends again. And I was like, there's something to that. That's
There's
a
kinda
risk.
something
That's
there,
kind of
yeah.
interesting. And they threw it away for Future State and for nothing. Like, so that they
but
could
Captain,
write stories
Captain
about Captain
Boomerang
Carrot.
Jr. was going to be the Flash.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
And that would have
Well,
stuck.
and Superman was going to be a fascist if there were not
Like,
good ideas
there
on
were
the whole.
there were a lot of holes in that. I mean, I,
Yeah.
I do agree that was,
But
that,
that's a
the
risk
Damian
that
John
sounds
thing was
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, but nothing at DC's interesting right now. The main villain of Dark Crisis is Pariah.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. It sucks that the only
You
interesting
know what?
thing
It's,
right
it's
now is
sad
Batman.
that I'm like, it's sad that I'm like waiting for Darkseid to come back. 'Cause
He
I'm
was in
like,
Dark
it's a-
Crisis.
was he?
He was on the last
But
page.
but is he like back? Is it
Yeah,
Darkseid?
he's like possessed.
That's what I mean though. Like I'm like, where's the big Justice League event where they fight Darkseid? Because like it's been a while, and that seems to be what they need. Because without Darkseid, they seem to be losing their fucking minds on the Justice League. They're either
Mhm.
fighting Perpetua or Doctor Manhattan or the Batman Who Laughs, or Pariah,
Yeah,
or
just-
Aquaman.
just
They're
You
like-
showing
mess.
us that gave us no extra content. You literally just you went Darkseid's back and he's
Dude.
possessed, and then you showed us a panel.
I guess
of a
you guys did
possessed
believe me.
Darkseid. Like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, like,
yeah, we did.
like Necron's on this. Like
Mad
the
Magazine.
guy from
Mad
Blackest
Magazine.
Night. Mad Magazine has no Necron, the guy from Blackest Night. That should be insane that he's coming back. I don't care.
Who cares?
Yeah, it'd be more interesting if it was just him coming back. Not he's back. This was Darkseid and Doomsday and Ares was on that page. Like
It's like the dark evil energy care. What is it? What is it they're called? They're like, these are the crisis beings or something. No.
yeah, the
Isn't that what it was
dark.
about?
I can't remember. Shadow people, something.
Shadow.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Dark chain.
Shadow
Anyways,
people.
it's late, so we'll end that there.
It is
We'll
late.
Tune in next week for Werewolf
DC
by
Comics
Night.
has us depressed.
Part 2.
Yeah, tune in next week for honestly probably part 2 because I'm gonna be falling asleep tonight and be like, I should have said that. I should have said
There's a lot to say. There's a lot
Yeah.
to say.
yeah.
But that's
As
good.
as bad as things have gotten for DC Comics, let's not forget
They
It
we
can
can
have a
be
Black
worse.
Adam solo series. All right, we've come a
and
long
movie.
way.
Mm-hmm. And movie
We've
in
come a
2
long way.
weeks.
God,
Yeah.
God is good for the Man in Black. Now, someone passed me a baby.